moments away. They gather at the... Welcome, everyone. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports. Now that we have a second, let's take a quick peek at the rebounding numbers for the last handful of seasons for DeAndre Jordan.
It's a concerning trend for him. Whether he's lost some strength or just isn't putting in as much effort on the glass as he used to, he's not rebounding nearly as effectively anymore. And that's something that needs to change.
So the Nets starting five. DeAndre Jordan is out there with Durant. Then it's Harden. Then there's Higgs. And it's Irving at the 2 spot. And for Philadelphia, Simmons is out there with Seth Curry. Then there's Tobias Harris. Then there's Howard. And it's Green in at the 3, the small forward. Now here's Simmons. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. Well, great fans and players alike are excited for tonight. This is just not another game on the schedule.
Clash of the Titans in this one. This will be a great test for both teams.
And both free throws good for Howard.
Listen, we know Dwight Howard is on the back nine of his career, but he can still be valuable. This guy is capable of a double-double every night.
And so Green will bring it up for Philadelphia. This game coming after a loss against the Bucks.
Scoring efficiency was an issue in that one. Took them too many shots to get their points.
I think it was a lot of bad decisions leading to a lot of poor looks. Patience was not their best quality in that basketball game.
2 on the clock. Curry wide open. They get it back. That shot no good. Brooklyn's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Pass to Durant. Nets passing it around. And it's sent back by Howard.
Dwight Howard at his best, sending it back.
And Howard with the stuff.
That's about communication between teammates. Dwight Howard high flying as ever.
Harden scanning the floor. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. That's on Dwight Howard.
And the league's preeminent practitioner of the step-back 3, James Harden, is as good as it gets. And, you know, like the skyhook, an unguardable shot. And paired with his dribble drive, a 2-move torture chamber.
You want to contest this guy's shot, but you absolutely don't want to send him to the line. He will make you pay.
Harris outside. Over in the corner, Green. Jordan against Curry. And Simmons kicks to Curry. For 3, Harris. It's not going to go for him. And Brooklyn will now go the other way with it. And thanks to that step back, Harden already the all-time leader in unassisted three-point shots.
And not to mention 4-point plays. And up until recently, teams built elaborate offenses to create their three-point looks. Harden the first to do it one-on-one with volume and efficiency.
And that one, good.
Well, Danny Green excels at recognizing when his teammates have open looks and putting it on the money. Nicely done.
The pass to Irving. It's up a 3. And Harris gets it to go on the assist by Irving.
And boy, did they need that one. Their first make in the 5 field goal attempts they've had.
Pass to Green. Back to Harris. Passes it to Curry. Simmons on the wing. Howard kicks to Green. It's Curry outside. And he's good on the 3-ball.
Well, you cannot let Seth Curry have room to shoot on the perimeter. You are asking for trouble.
Here's Harden. That one misses. Great tee that time from Green. Jordan with it. And Curry picks him up defensively. And it's sent back by Howard. Pass to Simmons. To the middle. Here's Curry. The basket good off the assist from Simmons. Curry's got 5 now.
I love it whenever Seth Curry decides to go inside. This guy has the potential to be a dangerous scorer from that area.
Harden, no good.
Not a single shot has gone down this period. It is the very definition of ice cold.
Simmons feeling it out a bit. He dishes it to Howard. Harris outside. And stolen by Kyrie Irving. And here comes Harden, leading the fast break. Here's Jordan. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
And while his ability to score gets so much attention, Harden demonstrating why he's also regarded as an elite level passer.
Now here's Howard. He's coming off a 13-point game against Milwaukee.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Harden dishes to Irving. Back to Harden. That one goes in.
And after missing 4 straight, he finally gets one to go. Who's got Simmons?
Simmons passes to Howard. He kicks it to Harris. Right side Simmons. He feeds it to Howard. And Harris wide open. He shoots. And so the ball out of bounds. Howard touched it last. And it's a completely new group here for Philadelphia. And a new group in for the Nets. Griffin's checked in for Jordan. Green comes in for Kevin Durant. Luwawu is checked in for Harris. And it's Brown in for Kyrie Irving. Back to Harden. Can't tie it up as that one's no good.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
Here's Luwawu. And the last second attempt doesn't fall. So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still a close game. And getting going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And guys, what's your take so far on Philadelphia?
What we saw in that first quarter, they won their matchups defensively.
I think across the board, a number of guys who've done a great job guarding multiple positions.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade as the second quarter gets going. Setting the floor for the Nets. They've got Landry Shamet. Luwawu is out there with Green. Then there's Brown. And it's Griffin in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Here's Scott following the bucket by the Nets. Maxey passes to Brantley. The kick out to Scott. And here's Maxey. It's Korkmaz in the corner. The pass to Milton. 4 on the shot clock. Here's Scott. Blake Griffin pulls it in. The Nets shooting only 31%. Their offense really struggling to put possessions together. And he'll shoot free throws here. Clearly fouled on that shot that time. The whistle blowing. And there's the foul against Philadelphia. First trip to the line for him here. And the free throw is good. Now leading by 1. Greg, we're still involved in the conference system. Does it hold relevance as we're looking here at the standings mid-season?
You know, for travel distance, yes, and there's also some tradition at stake. I mean, look, that said, in a perfect world, you'd like to see the best 16 teams make the playoffs each year, but we've had, you know, imbalance in conferences forever, so that's not going to change. But sometimes change is just necessary.
How about quickly for the playoffs? Would you like to reseed and take the top 16s, 1 through 16?
I would. I think that'd be a great idea.
And finished off by Griffin.
Man, one for the highlight reel. And you see after multiple knee surgeries, Griffin can still get up.
Thibault, the pass to Maxey. Back to Thibault. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Here's Shamet. He gives a bit of a scoring lift to the team, averaging 8 points a game. Feeds to Griffin. It's hauled in by the 76ers. They came away with the victory in their last meeting, which, by the way, was also in this building.
Well, they coasted to the win in that one. Were dominant in the rebound department, and that was a huge factor.
I think there was no question they brought a level of physicality along with a tremendous work ethic, and it was why they were successful.
Irving's checked in for Brooklyn. Pass to Luwawu. Back to Irving. Outside, Green. There's Brown with the 3. No good there. So Philadelphia will take it the other way. They host the Kings after this game. That'll be the final game of this 5-game homestand. He gets it in there. Bradley's got it all tied up now for the 76ers.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
Bradley against Irving. And the foul on Mike Scott. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Another foul would give him 3 before the half. Something to keep an eye on, guys.
Here's what Philadelphia is going with right now. Tobias Harris is checked in for Scott. Green comes in for Korkmaz. And Simmons subbed in for Maxey. Kevin Durant's checked in for the Nets. Harris comes in for Luwawu Cabarrot. Now here's Green. He had an 18-point outing in their last game against Milwaukee.
And you know, guys, the other thing I really appreciated about his effort in that game was the effort and work on the glass. What a welcome.
And folks, the coach's challenge has been initiated for a personal foul. Close game like this, and he thought it wasn't a good call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. With double checking, and the game continues on.
Seth Curry, he's checked in for the 76ers. And then for Brooklyn, Jordan comes in for Blake Griffin. And it's James Harden in for Brown. At the elbow, Harden. Good, and the assist goes to Irving. Irving's got 3 assists now in this one.
You love the leadership of Kyrie Irving from the lead guard position. Yes, he's looking to score, but he's adept at finding the open teammate.
Green kicks to Curry. There's the feed to Bradley. The rebound by the Nets. They defeated Indiana in their last game.
And really showed their depth when they needed it most. On the road, having to manufacture points.
Well, how about the job they got from their bench? That productivity was a major part of the outcome.
Harris passes to Bradley. Philadelphia moving the ball around. Harris finds Bradley. Curry on the wing. The 76ers with another miss.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Harris passes to KD. Back to Harris. Pass to Jordan. Shoots over Bradley. And it's blocked by Simmons.
How about the balance and body control? Simmons able to send that one packing.
The 76ers trail by 4. 7-second difference, shot and game clock. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off. And no need to rush this. Let the clock run down.
Well, it's trying to close the quarter strong, and by that, take a great shot without giving them an opportunity for another one down the other end.
Again, the miss by KD.
Well, that's a blown defensive coverage, but it doesn't matter. He cannot answer the bell. How good a playmaker are we watching? Always leading, always trying to create for others.
So that'll be it for the first half. Fair.
Thanks a lot. Kyrie, what was your...
Thanks so much, David, and we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of the third quarter after this break.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back to 2K Sports, everybody. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal. Brooklyn found themselves in a close game in the first. Their biggest deficit was 6 points in the opening period. And that...
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. '76ers trailing. They've got Tobias Harris. Simmons is out there with Seth Curry. Then it's Green, and it's Howard in at the center, locking down the middle. That's the group in the game for the 76ers. Outside for Curry. Here's the three. Rebounded by the Nets. They get to take on the Magic at Orlando after this one. That'll be the third game of this three-game road trip. KD with the bucket.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Pass to Howard. And Curry has it in the corner. Outside, Green. In the corner, it's Harris. And here is Howard. Taking a look at his numbers, he averages about 7 points a game. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. Teams have dynasties. The 90s, Michael Jordan. We've seen it over the many decades. Over the next decade, though, who do you think is going to lead the pack there, Greg?
Ooh, that's a great question. You know, with the way Father Time is treating LeBron, you might have to wait and see because he is still playing at such a high level. But, you know, obviously Giannis has got to be on the short list with the Bucks. For me, I really look at Luka in Dallas. I just feel like with Kristaps Porzingis, that duo could just be deadly with how the game is played. But don't sleep on the Celtics with Tatum and Brown and that group that they have, with the front office they have. Man, I think the league overall is going to be in great shape moving forward.
It sure seems that way. Irving dishes to Brown. Back to Irving. The shot's good. Brown making the play. Irving's got the lead up to 4 now for the Nets.
I love that Kyrie Irving doesn't settle for something on the perimeter. He goes right to the cup.
Korkmaz passes to Howard. Two free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. Let's take a look at the numbers for Kyrie Irving.
And he's lost some of his feel for the three-point shot. It's been a tough month for him from long range compared to earlier in the season. And now he might be starting to press, which can lead to even more problems.
Luwawu is checked in for Kyrie Irving. Griffin passes to Luwawu. And Philadelphia grabs the miss. Howard's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Here's Milton. No good that time. Some solid defense from Brown. Brooklyn leading by 3. And Harden with the basket on the assist by Brown. Harden's got 8.
And you talk about the best ball handlers in the league. Don't forget about James Harden.
Maxey passes to Milton. No good on that one. The Nets go the other way with it.
Boy, that makes them 0 for 3 to start the second half. Not the start you were hoping for here.
Yeah, just constantly attacking the paint. Harden does not settle.
Here's the pass to Milton. And it's out of bounds. The Nets will take it the other way. And the coach's challenge has been triggered here. Coach wants a review of the out-of-bounds violation.
And this is the exact type of play that I think is perfect for a review, coach's challenge or not. I mean, you seldom get into a situation where it's hard to definitively determine the out-of-bounds call.
And depending on what point in the game it is, boy, it can have, Greg, a huge impact on the game. So many games coming down to just one possession. Each possession so critical. So we just got word from the NBA Replay Center via the official courtside administrator. And the original call will stand for the out-of-bounds violation.
You know, and some people might argue, hey, we're stopping the game, but this uses up a timeout, so that's technically already a break that could happen regardless of the call staying the same.
Harris is checked in for Philadelphia. Matisse Thybulle comes in for Korkmaz. Luwawu's shot is off. The 76ers trail by 7. Harris finds Thybulle, and he throws it down hard with one hand.
And really no longer a ball stopper. Harris has significantly improved his passing ability over the years.
To the wing on the left. And stolen by Howard. Maxey passes to Harris. Over to the left wing. Now, here's Maxey. Tight defense on him. Philadelphia moving the ball around. Philadelphia needs to get a shot off. Howard's shot is good.
Boy, guys, the powerful physical frame of Dwight Howard, so problematic for a defense.
Jordan with it. 10 points for him. And it's going to be a goaltending call here, so they'll count the bucket.
That's a very close call. I'm sure he thinks it's a clean block, but looks like it was on the way down.
And a new group in for the Nets. DeAndre Jordan's checked in for Griffin. Durant comes in for Green. Harris is checked in for Luwawu Cabarro. And Landry Shamet subbed in for Brown.
Boy, there is such a punishing physicality to the game of Dwight Howard. Excellent job getting to the free throw line.
Irving's checked in for the Nets. Nets leading by 4. And so the ball out of bounds. Jordan touched it last. Let's see what the Brooklyn Nets have coming up. On Friday, they'll go up against the Magic in Orlando. Then on Sunday, they'll go up against Russell Westbrook and the Washington Wizards.
And for that game against the Trailblazers, even though they should get the win, I would expect it to be a bit of a battle. Just because they are favored doesn't mean it's an automatic W.
Here's Milton. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
And the 76ers will go for a different look here. Bradley's checked in for Howard. Green comes in for Harris. Curry's checked in for Matisse Thybulle. And Simmons subbed in for Maxey. Shamet finds Irving. And again, no good by Brooklyn. And here's Simmons. He'll bring it up for the Philadelphia 76ers. Green, the pass to Simmons. For the tie. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist. Green's got 3 assists in the game. Irving against Simmons. And that one drops for him. Irving's got his second bucket of the night.
And offensively, they seem to have turned a corner.
Bradley kicks to Green. Pass to Milton. In the corner, Simmons with it. Now, here's Milton. Here's Bradley. No good on the last second attempt there. We're at the end of the third, and we've still got a close one. Nets lead by 2. And we're coming right back after this break to get the fourth quarter underway. And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. The Nets with the lead. On the court for the Nets, getting the fourth quarter going. They've got Harris. DeAndre Jordan is out there with Durant. Then it's Kyrie Irving. And it's Shamet in at the 2-guard spot. Harris passes to Shamet. A deep 3 from Irving. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound.
He couldn't believe how open he was. He just couldn't convert it.
Bradley dishes to Curry. And out of bounds as the Nets gain possession.
No clue where that pass was going. That is a brutal turnover.
Dwight Howard's checked in for the 76ers. Here's Irving. Passes it to Shamet. No good from outside. The 76ers shooting 43% for the game. Lets it go from 14. Curry, good.
Now, this is Curry's specialty. The catch and shoot, yes, sir, that's in his bag. Go ahead, Seth.
Irving passes to Harris. Back to Irving. Dwight Howard pulls it in. Howard's got rebound number 10 tonight with that last one. Pass to Simmons. Curry looking around. Simmons inside. Covered by Irving. That puts them in the lead. That gives him a double-double in this one. 10 points and 10 rebounds. Irving against Simmons. Green with the block.
I'll tell you, for a 2-guard, Danny Green gets a ton of blocks. Great use of his length.
And KD throws it down.
Oh, and he went for the 2-hander on the slam using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there, sure. And the pass to Korkmaz. Down low. Basket counts.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
For Brooklyn, they've gone 1 of 5 from the field here in the fourth. A lot of misses, just the one make. Here's Irving. Dishes to Jordan. Out to Harris. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Jordan. And the Nets lead by 1.
You simply must guard Joe Harris when he's beyond that three-point territory. He will knock down shots if you don't contest.
Murray finds Howard, and the wide-open shot from Green. Tried to answer back, but that three is off the mark. Brooklyn's gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the fourth quarter. Up top, Durant, guarded by Simmons. Nets passing it around. KD with the bucket. And now a 3-point Nets lead.
Kevin Durant calmly steps into that shot with the game hanging in the balance. Love it.
Durant with the steal. Here's the break. Jordan kicks to Harris. Durant feeling it out a bit. Over Green. And it hung on the rim, but wouldn't fall for him. For Philadelphia, they've gone 3 of 4 in field goal attempts since getting things started here in the fourth.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Harris is checked in for Korkmaz. And then for Brooklyn, Blake Griffin, he's checked in for Durant. And it's Harden in for Landry Shamet.
Huge bucket from Kyrie. Knows how to deliver.
The 76ers trail by 5. Outside, Simmons. Green passes to Howard. Here's Curry with the 3. And it's James Harden with the rebound. And it's Harden with the ball for the Nets. So far in the fourth quarter, they've allowed just 6 points. And then Griffin with the dunk.
And this is what happens when you let Griffin establish position. He will make you pay.
Simmons. Here's Howard. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. It's going to be on Blake Griffin.
Yeah, easy call.
First free throw is good, and that trims the lead to 6. And a tough break as his second attempt at the line, no good.
Boy, he'd sure like to have that miss back. Hard to chip away at a lead when you're leaving freebies at the line.
53 seconds left in the fourth. Pass to Irving. Just 5 on the clock. And Philadelphia grabs the miss.
Every second counts now. They can't wait around.
This is the very definition of desperation time. You've got to score every trip.
No good from Simmons. And there's the call on Howard. That'll be his second foul of the game. And here's Brooklyn. They're on an 11-3 run right now. Harden kicks to Harris. It's good. The assist that time from Harden. Harris has got the lead up to 9 now for the Nets.
One thing I love about Joe Harris, he has now become confident in catch-and-shoot situations. He wants to be assertive.
It's stolen by Green. Pass to Howard. And it's Howard finishing it off.
This is a lethal combination of size and skill. Dwight Howard doing work.
And so it's Brooklyn with the win. A truly gutsy performance away from home.
You know,
all right, David, thank you. And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge. That's a look from earlier on as the Nets head to the locker room. A moment now to look at the year-to-year scoring output and how it has been trending for him.
And looking at his offensive numbers from the past few years, it seems like teams around the league have kind of figured him out. He's having to work a lot harder for his points, and they haven't been coming nearly as easily as they used to.
Here are the starters for Milwaukee. Middleton teams up with Giannis, the lengthy wing pair. Brook Lopez is out there with P.J. Tucker.
Oh, yikes. Look out below. About that finish. Oof. You have got to be kidding.
Hey, talk about taking things into your own hands. Here's Irving. One up, one down. 2 points with his first shot this game. Do you remember, Greg, if you watched the standings very much when you played?
You know, we were always aware of it, and a lot of that had to do with the goals. I remember early in my career playing for the Knicks, you know, we were trying to win championships, and we talked a lot about home court and having that come postseason time. So you were absolutely aware of where you were because of the goals you've set, but I think that also...
Grab it out of half.
Oh, that is just unreal. Is this the dunk contest, or are we actually playing a real game?
No, this one counts, Greg. Believe me.
My
But confidence to attempt that alley-oop to himself.
Well, the sheer size of DeAndre Jordan is such a big benefit. It makes him an effective finisher on the inside.
Pass to Tucker. Holiday against Harden. Tucker the pass to Holiday. Here's Middleton, and good as it just snugs right down through the net.
Tough to contest when a guy that size can get the shot off that quickly. Middleton with a nice quick release.
Irving against Middleton. Here's KD. The shot, no good. The Bucks go the other way with it. They just couldn't come out on top last time they took on the Nets. That one was played in Brooklyn.
Yeah, I mean, on the road, their defense was just overrun. Couldn't match the intensity of the opponent, and it cost them.
Well, let's hope there isn't any carryover from that letdown in this one.
An era where we're seeing teams turn away from the slower 7-footers. Brook Lopez still playing a pivotal role for the Bucks.
There's been a lot of talk in recent years, Greg, as how the big man has been played off the floor in the playoffs. That's just not the case with Lopez because he's been able to step out and shoot threes along with being a really reliable rim protector.
Middleton the pass to Holiday. Shot clock at 5. Passes it to Antetokounmpo. It's stolen by Harris. And now the fast break. Irving with the ball. Trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. Here's Lopez, and Lopez throws it down.
Giannis, if you talk about maturity, the next thing you're going to see is him playing with great patience. Let the play unfold, and then take what the defense gives you.
Nobody near Irving. That 3 off the mark.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
And there's the call on Kyrie Irving. That is his first foul of the game. And a new group in for the Nets. Griffin's checked in for Jordan. Green comes in for Kevin Durant. Luwawu is checked in for Harris. And it's Brown in for James Harden. Big group substitution here for Milwaukee. Portis, he's checked in for Lopez. Pat Connaughton comes in for P.J. Tucker. Dante DiVincenzo, he's checked in for Chris Middleton. And it's Bryn Forbes in for Drew Holiday. And Brooklyn making a change here. Shamet's checked in. Nets trail by 6. And here in the first quarter, with a little over 3.5 minutes played, from 12 feet out, rebounded by the Bucks. Giannis inside. Brown's there. DiVincenzo finds Giannis. And the jump by Giannis.
Yeah, sometimes it takes a while for all that length in Giannis to catch up to those feet, but once he does, man, he can explode.
And the first timeout called of the game for Brooklyn. They defeated Indiana in their last game.
Yeah, it was all hands on deck. Helps to get points off the bench when you're on the road.
Yeah, saw the box score of that game the next day, and I thought, wow, that's a huge scoring night. Pretty impressive stuff there.
Durant's checked in for the Nets. Harden comes in for Landry Shamet. And 1:01 left in the first quarter. Here is Harden.
Look at that. And this is how a floor leader makes a statement. Harden just put the other team on notice.
Here is Forbes. Now here's DiVincenzo. In the game against Philadelphia. Very impressive. And it's Harden slamming it down.
Phenomenal basketball instincts by Durant. Picks that one clean and then sends it the other way.
Here is Forbes. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Brown against DiVincenzo. Here's Forbes. Good. And it's Giannis picking up the assist. 17 seconds left to play in the first. Harden outside. They get the rebound. And there's the bucket. Stay with it on the offensive glass, getting it done. Harden's got 8.
And Harden's such a creative scorer, especially when he gets in close to the basket.
The basket's coming early and often in the first quarter. The Bucks on top, up by... And when asked to compare himself to LeBron James...
I know if I put the work in, maybe.
And, Greg, that's the humble, hard-working approach we've come to expect from Giannis.
You know, he's not interested in putting himself on a pedestal. Enough people do that for him. He just wants to become the best he can be and win rings.
And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen from the Bucks, guys.
Boy, their offense looks really good when everyone's in sync. Terrific first quarter.
I couldn't ask for a better one right now. Just a complete rhythm by all the guys who got some minutes. Wonderful start.
And Milwaukee, looking at who they've got. Antetokounmpo is out there with Bobby Portis. Then there's Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Connaughton in at the small forward. Antetokounmpo passes to Connaughton. There's the lob, and Antetokounmpo takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
That's a nice toss up there, so you got to like the timing. But, of course, that's Giannis. He's going to grab anything.
Outside for Griffin. Back to Harden. A 3-ball. No good. And Milwaukee will come the other way. They're coming off that win against Philadelphia.
Yeah, they really snuffed that one out. Didn't execute all that well. Fortunate to walk away with the W.
We talk about gutsy wins, and on a night like that in the last game where they just did not shoot it well, that's a steal during the regular season.
And it's Harden slamming it down.
And on any given play, the beard can take your breath away. He's just got that flair for the spectacular.
Here is Forbes, guarded by Harden. And looks like the illegal pick was set. Yep, that's right. That'll get their attention. Greg is a broadcaster. Who have been some of your favorite personalities to cover?
Man, that's a great question. You know, most of the stars, I'm a big fan of Durant and Steph and LeBron and those guys. Chris Paul's another one that's a favorite. So many other guys, you know, there's so much more personality and so much more confidence these guys have working in front of the camera. I think that just makes for a better experience.
Somebody asked me the other day, who is my favorite? You know who I said?
Who was that?
Greg Anthony.
Oh, you're just saying that because it's true.
Here is Forbes. He's covered by Irving. And Lopez throws it down.
A talented scorer. There are many ways Lopez can beat you, which makes him so difficult to defend.
Irving dishes to Jordan. The kick out to Irving. The pass to Luau. 4 on the clock. And it's good. The time running down on the shot clock. Luau's got his first 2 points of the night.
All the way to the bucket. No resistance. Just swipe the candy from him.
Pass to Connaughton. Ball's knocked loose. And here we go. Brooklyn fast break. And we have an intentional foul there, GA. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
Chris Middleton's checked in for Milwaukee. Holiday comes in for Bryn Forbes. Here's Jordan. Plays it up and banks it in. Now just a 2-point Bucks lead.
And Kyrie doing a good job of just setting everybody up, making sure there's a great pace and tempo to each possession offensively.
Holiday against Irving. Here's Middleton. It's hauled in by Harris.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
Here's Holiday. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
The Bucks shooting their third free throw attempt of the game.
And 75% on the season as a unit from the free throw line.
That free throw good from Drew Holiday.
And as much as Holiday brings to your offense, it's his defense that's repeatedly recognized.
When you make all NBA defensive teams and you're smart and strong and quick like Drew Holiday is, I think not only does the reputation start to build, but your confidence in disrupting somebody else by playing that way is something you rely on.
50 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. Lobbed up there for Lopez.
An outstanding floor general right there. Holiday has switched between point guard and off guard, and a great feel for when guys are open.
Outside Irving. That one drops for him. Irving's got 7 points here in this quarter.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Irving against Holiday. Shot clock at 6. Jordan with the rebound. And here's the fast break. The fast break ends at the rim with a jam.
Just all alone down there. Credit goes to DeAndre for finding him. That's a nice pass.
And stolen by Kyrie Irving. And a close game so far through the... Thanks so much, Dave, for the great interview. Don't go away, folks. We'll be back for the second.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Greetings to each and every one of you watching at this very moment. I'm Ernie Johnson. Kenny the Jet Smith is here. Shaq is here. One half is behind us. Welcome to the 2K Sports Halftime Show. A tremendous game we're seeing from Giannis Antetokounmpo. He had 12 points. And that'll do it for our halftime report. Stay tuned.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. You look at Antetokounmpo, and this game has been everywhere.
In those first 2 quarters, he was pretty much an automatic bucket getter if he got it down low on the block.
Yeah, we'll see if the double teams start to come here in the second half to make them adjust offensively. But he's going to keep going at it.
Well, we've got a moment. Let's set the floor. Brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up for the second half. And Brooklyn, looking who they've got. They've got Harris. Durant is out there with DeAndre Jordan. And it's Kyrie Irving, and it's Harden in at the point. And foul call. Looks like they had a clear path to the basket. He'll be shooting 2 free throws. And they'll retain possession. The Nets shooting their second and third free throws tonight. Greg, one of your former teammates, John Starks, would get under a guy's skin on the court. He's like a nuisance, but really opposite off the floor, away from the game.
I tell you, Kev, John's got a heart of gold, and anybody that knows him is going to be a fan of the person. John is as good a friend as I can ever recall having.
Just one smooth, elongated motion. Durant is just a machine and so repeatable on his delivery.
The kick out to Antetokounmpo. It's hauled in by Kevin Durant. And it's Durant with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Brooklyn Nets. 4-point game. They get to take on the Magic at Orlando after this one. That'll be just one game played away from home for them.
And I love seeing Harden get room to shoot from that mid-range position, an effective scorer in that area.
It's Giannis with the drive, and Giannis Antetokounmpo throws it down hard.
I think Giannis loves that kind of stuff right there. His dunks sometimes get vicious.
Nets leading by 4. Now Irving. 11 points in the game. To the inside. Jordan finds Irving. 6 to shoot. And he overshot that one, missing. Bucks trail by 4. Jordan the pass to Harden. Puts it up from 15, and he nails the jumper. Harden's got 4 points this quarter.
And it is easy to get spoiled watching Harden. He's had so many games like this in his career, but you still got to appreciate what he does. Beautiful reverse jam right there.
Use the rim to protect the ball, I think. Right side, Kevin Durant. Jordan trying to free himself up. KD's shot is off.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
Looking at who's out there now for the Nets. Griffin's checked in for Jordan. Green comes in for Harris. And it's Brown in for Kyrie Irving. From 11 feet away, Blake Griffin pulls it in.
Well, that's a shot they want just about on every possession if they can get it. He doesn't make them all, but still very much a high percentage look.
Beautiful transition offense there. That's execution at its best.
Yeah, once you burst through a seam like that, you got to look right towards the rim. Sweet play.
Holiday with it. He's been playing a big part of their offensive scheme, averaging around 15.5 points a game.
It just keeps coming at you. Giannis has so much energy, and when he's this aggressive, he is just a dynamite offensive player.
And you go back, Giannis Antetokounmpo, the 15th pick in that 2013 draft. Hindsight, obviously 2020, but I think it's safe to say he should have been drafted a little bit higher.
Yeah, you have so many of those blogs out there to go back and want to redraft classes. Giannis Antetokounmpo back in 2013, I'm pretty sure at this point would be taken number 1.
Here's what Brooklyn's going with right now. Luwawu Cabarrot comes in for Kevin Durant. And Landry Shamet subbed in for James Harden. Chris Middleton's checked in for Milwaukee. Bryn Forbes comes in for Drew Holiday. There's Shamet offline with his 3. Bucks trail by 6. Here's Middleton. The rebound by Luwawu. 1:11 left in the third quarter of the game. DiVincenzo finds Middleton. Here's Tucker. Good, and the assist goes to Middleton.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found.
Shamet the pass to Brown. Back to Shamet. Brooklyn needs to get off a shot here. Green, no luck. Bucks have gone an even 50% from the floor here in the third quarter. 4 of 8. A shot by Middleton, wide open. Off target from outside.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
And there it is for him.
And the aggressiveness of Griffin, always on the attack. Gotta love that tenacity.
And here is DiVincenzo. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Out to the right wing. And Forbes kicks to DiVincenzo. Off target with his 3. And there's a whistle. That goes on Bryn Forbes. That is his first foul of the game. And here's Harden for three, and he's able to get it back. And so it's Brooklyn with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. Their lead is where it is because they've gotten good shots. A lot of good shots. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
And he may not be known as a pass-first guy playing out of the two-guard spot, but he shows here that he can dole out an assist or two when he needs to.
Even though the position is called shooting guard, passing part of your responsibilities in today's game.
We've reached the fourth quarter, and what has been a very competitive game should be an exciting finish. And Milwaukee, looking at who they've got, Chris Middleton is out there with P.J. Tucker. Then it's Brook Lopez. Then it's Holiday. And it's Connaughton in at the shooting guard. And there's a whistle. That's going to go on James Harden. That is his first foul of the game. Now here's Middleton. Outside Holiday. Back to Middleton. 5 to shoot. Here's Connaughton. He's covered by Irving.
And credit the screen for giving him the space he needed to get to the rim.
For sure, GA allows him to come in with the sledgehammer.
Yeah, why settle for the layup when you can attack the rim and rise up like that?
Bucks trail by 4. 60 seconds off the clock here in the fourth. And a missed layup. The Nets shooting about 59% from the floor offensively. They've been running without a hitch. Irving passes to Harris. Back to Irving. And he gets the friendly spin, and that one drops. Irving's got the lead up to 6 now for Brooklyn.
Making the easy shots and the tough shots. He's on top of his game.
Holiday with it. Guarded now by Irving. And out of bounds as Brooklyn gains possession. KD's checked in for the Nets. About a minute and a half through the fourth quarter now. Harden kicks to Irving. Back to Harden. From deep. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist. Irving's got 3 assists now in this one.
I mean, there's just no limit to Harden's range. Even from way downtown, this guy is a threat to score.
They get a hand on it. And here we go. Harden heading to the hoop. And Harden with the stuff.
And that's a nice job defensively from Harden. I mean, he's capable of these kinds of plays when the guy is engaged and active.
To the paint. Greg, you showed toughness and grit when you played. You've got to succeed in this league with those things at the forefront, right? Being tough, being gritty. And there are several players whose style you admire that play like that.
I mean, no doubt about it. You have the superstars, the Kawhis, the LeBrons, who continue to do it. They can intimidate you physically, but they also provide tremendous skill set. But 2 other guys, Russell Westbrook, Jimmy Butler, they're also guys that exemplify that toughness. 2 guys, when you look at those 2, a lot of people didn't project them to be what they've become, and it's impressive to watch them take the floor night in and night out.
Now here's Durant. Defense right on him. Feeds it to Jordan. Good D by Lopez.
Oh, that's terrific defense there. That's how you protect the rim.
Here's Giannis. And the dunk by Giannis.
Well, when Giannis has room to run, he is fun to watch. Get out in transition there.
And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
Giannis Antetokounmpo is a star in this league, and more the team trusts him in those moments.
It's Harden with the drive. Outside for Durant. Good. It's Harden with the assist that time. Harden's got 3 assists now in this one.
Such a critical part of how their offense is going to flow. Things are only working when he seems to be on the floor.
The shot's good.
This can make it so much easier for your teammate when you throw that lead pass that gets to him right on the money, whether that's on the run or in the shooting pocket.
Here's Irving. That one falls through. It's his 6th make from the floor this game. Now 6 for 10.
I don't know how he does it, but Kyrie does such a great job to get deep position and convert, separating himself from other point guards in the league with that finishing ability. Big-time shot from young Giannis there. He feels more and more comfortable in these big moments.
Irving surveying the floor. Here's Harden on the wing. 6 on the shot clock. And he goes big with the dunk over Brook Lopez.
Give them credit. They've worked hard all game, now looking to finish it.
No, great job of getting in position to win a game. It's been an all-out effort from the squad.
Money! Oh, and that cuts the lead to just 5.
It's going to take a little more to get Antetokounmpo off of his mark there. Adept at finishing those difficult shots.
They can more or less wrap it up right here.
This has to be a very smart possession.
Harris finds Irving. And a miss there on the triple.
Well, the D really getting away with one there. No one on him. And that's going to be good 9 out of 10 times.
And the Bucks making a change here. Portis is checked in. Antetokounmpo. Money!
Yeah, he might not be the biggest guy out there, but he's willing to rip that rim off.
And it's Durant with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Brooklyn Nets. The shot by Antetokounmpo. Nobody around. Can't tie it up as that one misses. They'll be trying to take as much time off the clock as they can.
Exactly. Expect to see longer possessions from this point on.
And there's the call on Dante DiVincenzo. That's foul number 2 for him. Here's Irving. And they go to the intentional foul.
That's right. No other option but to foul and hope for some misses.
It's the first. That gives them a 4-point cushion.
I feel like Kyrie is just never afraid of the challenge in front of him. Tougher the situation, seems like the tougher he plays. Ooh, I think that's a wrap. And I can tell you, you can't have more pressure-packed free throws than the ones that are going to seal the game.
And now let's take a look at the New Balance player of the game, James Harden.
And what an amazing ball game we've seen from him. It's been a one-man show worth the price of admission all by itself. There wasn't anything he couldn't do on that court tonight.
And the outcome on the line, Holiday comes through with a crucial bucket there.
David, thank you as always. And that'll do it, folks. Downtown Milwaukee is seen from the shore of... And taking a broader look here at the year-over-year scoring trend for him.
And looking at his offensive numbers from the past few years, it seems like teams around the league have kind of figured him out. He's having to work a lot harder for his points, and they haven't been coming nearly as easily as they used to.
Look at the 76ers starting group. Tobias Harris is out there with Howard. Then it's Simmons. Then there's Matisse Thybulle. And it's Green in at the 3 spot. And for the Bucks, they've got Antetokounmpo. E.J. Tucker is out there with Brook Lopez. Then it's Holiday. And it's Connaughton in at the 2-guard spot. And stolen by Harris. And the wide open shot from Green. That's good. And so Howard with the assist.
Hey, he's amongst the best shooters in the game, and Green is not a creator. We know that. He's a finisher. He works extremely well off the pass.
Now here is Holiday, coming off a solid outing against Philadelphia. Pass to Antetokounmpo and stolen by Howard. Green with the ball. And Holiday picks him up defensively. Harris kicks to Thibault. And at this part of the regular season, that rookie wall, Clark, is a real thing. You know that. Does it hit all rookies or just a couple?
Kevin, I certainly think that's a real thing for every rookie. At some point, quite honestly, whether it's mental, physical, or a combination of the two, when you've only played 35, 40 games max in any given year, and now you're playing 85 to 90 when you count preseason games, your body needs time to adjust to that, and usually you've got to go through a wall to get to the other side of it.
First quarter of play with about a minute and a half gone. And Giannis gets it to go.
Boy, Tucker ever unselfish in how he goes about his game. Nice job finding his teammate there.
Simmons the bounce pass. And Howard has it in the corner. Outside, Simmons. Taken away by Holiday. Lopez with the ball. Outguarded by Simmons. And here we go. Pass to Giannis. Great D that time from Howard.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over him.
And the basket is good. Got it to go through on the contact, so a free throw coming up. A great opportunity for a three-point play. And some changes here for the 76ers. Tony Bradley comes in for Dwight Howard. And it's Shake Milton in for Matisse Thybulle.
And Tobias Harris, a crusader for a cause that isn't talked about too much. He has a huge concern about sleep deprivation and the effects it has on athletes.
Yeah, you know what, Greg? While it's not talked about a lot, it is gaining ground in all kinds of circles, particularly in the world of sports, the whole sleep deprivation idea. And Harris is a guy who's conscientious and thoughtful. I love the fact that he's bringing this to his teammates' attention because it's critical. And he's certainly passionate about it. We'll see how much wind it gets with him speaking up on it.
Big group substitution here for Milwaukee. Bobby Portis is checked in for Lopez. Chris Middleton comes in for Giannis Antetokounmpo. Dante DiVincenzo, he's checked in for Pat Connaughton. And it's Bryn Forbes in for Drew Holiday. And then for Philadelphia, Scotty's checked in for Harris. Korkmaz comes in for Green. And Maxey's subbed in for Simmons. Now about 3 minutes gone in the first quarter. Here is Forbes. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 9.5 points a game. Shot clock at 6. Portis. Milwaukee, no good that time either. Philadelphia leading by 5. Here's Korkmaz. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they've shot the basketball.
Very high percentage so far, and if you want to start a game hot, that's the way to do it.
Lets it go from deep. Milwaukee, no good that time either. For Philadelphia, they've gotten 4 of 6 field goal attempts to drop in the first quarter. There's the 3. They get it back. Back to Milton. Scott kicks to Milton. A second chance effort. Left side, Scott. The 76ers need to get off a shot. Here's Maxey. Milwaukee with the rebound. Their last encounter was in Philadelphia, where they were able to handle the 76ers.
And they had to scrape and claw to get the win the last time these two teams went head-to-head. It came down to a few key free throws at the end.
Yet when a game gets snug or tight, that's where cagey teams often execute and get easy offense. Either they get to the line or they get something inside, and if they do get to the line, they make them count.
And the 76ers making a change here. Curry's checked in. Down low, and too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. And the Eastern Conference has been fun to watch. A lot of focus as always this year. And as we hit the midseason surge, let's check out the standings and how they're shaping up. You take a look at the 76ers. They've been in peak form as we've watched them play some tremendous basketball with an eye toward the postseason. And, of course, Milwaukee. just a couple spots back.
And right now for the 76ers, they have caught the entire league off guard. This was not a position anyone thought they'd be in at this stage of the season.
And the credit belongs to them for what they did and didn't do during the offseason. I mean, they had a vision, they set it out, and they've stayed true to it.
Antetokounmpo's checked in for the Bucks. Bucks trail by 3, and they're on the break. Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. To the wing right side. Forbes can't get it to go. And now Philadelphia on the break. Curry deciding where to go with it. Fires the 3. At the end of one, a closely contested game so far. 76. Earlier on, we ran into Bobby Portis to explain the origin of...
I think the underdog story, started.
And Greg playing with a chip on his shoulder has served Portis well.
Some guys try to block out the haters. Portis uses it as fuel to keep achieving more.
And some good action in the books as we get back to the game that's been pretty close here so far. And guys, what's your take so far in Philadelphia?
You got to credit their defense, communicating, rotating, making plays on the ball.
They've got them rattled. It's only the first quarter, and already they've made enough big plays on defense to last really an entire game.
And so in the game for the 76ers, Matisse Thybulle's out there with Scott. Then there's Howard. Then there's Seth Curry. And it's Maxey in at the point. Passes it to Howard. 76ers moving the ball around. Thibault, the pass to Howard. Scott dishes to Curry. Thibault kicks to Scott. And there's the pass to Curry. No good with the triple. The Bucks trail. Oh, Middleton in position. DiVincenzo passes to Forbes. Middleton for 3. Rebounded by Howard.
Defensively, you just can't afford to give him that much room. They're fortunate that he missed that one.
Here's Portis. And that won't go, missing the go-ahead bucket. The 76ers shooting about 42% so far. Now, here's Thibault. Defense is right there. Pass to Scott. And it's Thibault in the corner. Right wing. Now, here's Maxey. Lopez covering. Milwaukee's gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter. DiVincenzo passes to Portis. DiVincenzo against Curry. DiVincenzo kicks to Forbes. Back to DiVincenzo. Goes back up. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound. This game coming after a loss against the Bucks.
I'll tell you, they played hard, they drew fouls, but they could not convert at the line.
And that can drive guys absolutely crazy. I mean, they know they're better free throw shooters than that, but just did not get it done from the line.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
And you're going to get those buckets, guys, when you're quick to get out on the break. Get that ball up the court as fast as you can.
One-on-one fast break. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. The importance of the three-point shot never greater than right now. And in your eyes, there are some players who are just absolutely dead, solid, perfect from distance.
No doubt about it. And there's 3 guys to me, though, that kind of separate themselves. And it's one, because you have to honor their ability equally off the dribble, from 3, and at attacking the paint. Steph Curry, James Harden, and Damian Lillard. Those 3 guys can all hit pull-ups and step backs from range off the dribble. They all got great vision, so they can take advantage of defenses that get caught loading a little too much. And then they also are terrific in the paint at getting to the free throw line. So those are the 3 guys I think that create the most havoc when you start talking about having to guard the three-point line.
Antetokounmpo's checked in for Milwaukee. Now about 3 minutes gone in this second quarter of basketball. And Holiday, here we go. And Holiday throws it down.
And Holiday's nimbleness gets him to the hoop on that one. His athletic ability is off the charts.
Antetokounmpo against Harris. Tipped away. Oh, and here we go. Antetokounmpo, nobody back. Shot is good off the back rim and in. Antetokounmpo's got the lead up to 4 now for Milwaukee. And what's your take, guys, in the hustle stats for Milwaukee?
Well, I think the defensive aggressiveness on display here has caught him off guard. Playing airtight defense and coming up with the steals.
And also defensively, they've been able to cause some turnovers tonight. And that also builds confidence and gives you momentum.
Korkmaz, he's checked in for Shake Milton. Holiday, the pass to Tucker. He kicks to Antetokounmpo. And that one's good. His second basket of 4, shooting 50%.
Boy, the added work in the weight room for Giannis coming into play there. I mean, you got to send an army to try to stop this guy.
Simmons dishes to Bradley. On the wing, Green. He feeds it to Simmons. They kick it out to Green. Just 3 to shoot. The 76ers again can't hit it.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical.
The battle to a standstill on the boards has really been something to watch, and the game's not over.
Oh, that was worth the price of admission.
Well, Simmons has what I call see-ahead vision. I mean, he sees a play ahead, and he's a great passer.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. The shot by Antetokounmpo. Nobody around. Nice open look, but it's no good. And here comes Harris, leading the fast break. Good on that shot. With that, the Bucks' lead is cut to just 1 point on the basket from Korkmaz.
Yeah, that's good vision from Harris. I mean, he draws so much attention himself, so he's become a capable passer.
Here's Holiday, and he banks in the layup. Holiday's got his second basket of the game.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
And some good action through the first 2 quarters. All right, David, thank you, and stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello, basketball. A competitive matchup for Milwaukee in the first quarter. They kept at it on both ends of the... And that does it for our...
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. Without question, Chris Middleton displaying his skills today.
And even with the defense shading towards him on every trip down, he still finds a way to come up big.
Well, we're not surprised by that. No more than what we've come to expect of him. He can adapt and adjust to anything a defense tries to throw at him.
Third quarter action getting rolling right now. Brought to you by Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. Here's who's on the floor. And Milwaukee, looking at who they've got. They've got Brook Lopez. E.J. Tucker is out there with Antetokounmpo. Then it's Holiday, and it's Connaughton in at the 2 spot. Green finds Bradley. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist. Bradley's got the first bucket of the third here for the 76ers. And Holiday, here we go. From outside the arc, drains the 3-pointer. Holiday's got his third bucket of the night.
With deep range and a wide arsenal of moves, Holiday keeps defenders off balance.
And here in the second half of play, we're just over a minute in. Green left side. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Boy, Green showing us another layer of his game right here. I mean, I like to see him attack like that on occasion.
Outside Holiday. This one for 3. And Philadelphia grabs the miss.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
Here's Giannis. And the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
That giant wingspan of Antetokounmpo, man, wreaking havoc on opposing players and really mucking up passing lanes too, man. He can be everywhere with that ferocious motor and those long arms.
And there's the foul. It'll go on P.J. Tucker. That's his third foul of the game. And the Bucks with some changes. Bobby Portis is checked in for P.J. Tucker. Chris Middleton comes in for Giannis Antetokounmpo. And it's Dante DiVincenzo in for Pat Connaughton. And the 76ers will go for a different look here. Howard's checked in for Bradley. Matisse Thybulle comes in for Korkmaz. Seth Curry, he's checked in for Green. And Maxey subbed in for Shake Milton. On the wing, Holiday. A shot by Middleton, wide open. And it's Brook Lopez with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. The 76ers trail by 4. And here's Maxey. Here's Harris. Shoots over Portis. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. It's on Bobby Portis. You know, Greg, when you were in New York, you were on a super team of sorts. Compare that to the super teams they are forming now in the NBA.
Oh, we've always had super teams. And this misnomer that this is something that's just come about with this era is, to me, absurd. You've always had it. Whether the difference nowadays is I think the players have more say in where they go. And they can orchestrate how a team is constructed. But it's always existed. And the reality is this. You become a super team when you win a lot.
Sure.
And that's what really dictates how super your team is.
Maxey passes to Howard. Outside Curry. The 76ers again can't hit it. Milwaukee leading by 4. Nice pass, nice catch, and a resounding dunk.
Middleton, a scorer by nature, that time showing you he can find his teammates too.
Howard against Lopez. Now here's Howard. Defense right on him. Now the dish to Scott. Back to Howard. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Curry and Middleton with the block.
Or the defensive hustle there by Middleton. Stretching out and getting his hand on that shot. Excellent effort.
Lopez passes to DiVincenzo. Holiday inside the line. It's hauled in by the 76ers. Howard's got his 4th rebound in this one. Here's Harris. Can't hit that one. Great D that time for Middleton. Fast break, Milwaukee. And the wide open shot from DiVincenzo. Off target from 3-point range. And the 76ers decide to take their first timeout here.
And Kevin, they've been committing a lot of turnovers here. Taking care of the basketball is the #1 priority right now in that huddle. They've got to tighten it up.
Giannis Antetokounmpo's checked in for Bobby Portis. Simmons checked in for the 76ers. Out to Harris. Good ball movement here by the 76ers. Curry, and it's sent back by Lopez.
Big Brook Lopez gobbling up space and getting the block on that play.
Just rubbing it in their faces with that dunk.
He is never going to take his foot off the pedal.
And that's terribly demoralizing for a defense, guys. I mean, they know he's going to keep coming and coming and coming, and that they may not have an answer for it.
Good on that shot. With that, the Bucks' lead is cut down to just 6 points with the basket from Scott.
And that solid play in the paint continues here, guys.
Holiday with it. 11 points in the game. Lobbed up there for Lopez. Hammers the alley-oop through.
Left it at the rack, and the big man Lopez there to punch it home.
Now here's Simmons. He's been a factor in their offense on most nights with his scoring average at nearly 16 points a game. Pass to Howard. Simmons with it. Pass to Curry. Fires it up. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
You know, got to stay down on the pump fake. You've heard me say it multiple times, guys. When Simmons gets you in the air, the rest of it is easy for him.
Second free throw, no good. And Milwaukee calls their first time out of the game. So it's Milwaukee bringing the quarter to a close with a 7-point lead. And they're winning the turnover battle very easily. And how about a look now at our assist of the game? Brought to you by State Farm.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
Served him up a tasty room service dime right there, boy.
And with 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this fourth period holds in store for us. So on the floor for Philadelphia, they've got Korkmaz. Simmons is out there with Matisse Thybulle. Then it's Shake Milton. And it's Howard in at the 5, roaming the paint. Now the pass to Korkmaz. Here we go with Holiday running it up the court. Sent away with authority.
Well, you got to respect the athleticism and the willingness to defend that Simmons has. I mean, he's a skilled shot blocker, too.
Here's Connaughton. Over Thybulle. That one off the back iron and out. Right side Simmons. Thybulle kicks to Milton. Here's Howard. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. That's on Brook Lopez.
You know, I think you just got to be a little smarter around Howard. That guy's, I mean, Howard's pretty crafty at drawing contact on the way up.
The first one falls. A different look for Milwaukee. Portis comes in for Brook Lopez. And it's Bryn Forbes in for Drew Holiday. And Philadelphia also making a switch. Green, he's checked in for Korkmaz. That's to Connaughton. Here's Antetokounmpo. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound. Howard's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Here's Milton. They shoot again. Kicks it to Howard. Portis against Simmons. Pass to Howard. 5 on the clock, and the officials calling for a 3-second violation. Tobias Harris is checked in for Shake Milton. Milwaukee leading by 5. First minute and a half of basketball played here in the fourth quarter. Here's Forbes, and the Bucks miss again.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
And that one's good. Thybulle.
And, you know, I think this is exactly what you want Howard to do. I mean, when somebody's open, show that you're willing to give the ball up.
Outside, Antetokounmpo. Here's Portis, and Portis throws it down.
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. Oh, and with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one.
Well, I think he did plenty of damage nonetheless. I mean, it was only with one hand, but he still threw that down pretty hard.
Tucker dishes to Giannis. Forbes the pass to Giannis. And Ben Simmons picks up the foul. That's his first foul. And the Bucks making a change here. Antetokounmpo's checked in. Just a little under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the fourth.
And it doesn't even matter that he's surrounded on that possession. He's got the size to pull those boards down anyway.
Here's Howard, and Howard with the stuff.
Dwight Howard wants to be the man during these possessions, and he's been able to come up in crucial spots.
Pass it to Connaughton. It's Antetokounmpo on the wing. Portis kicks to Antetokounmpo. Poke loose. Harris with it. Picked up by Portis. And it's Harris off the drive. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead there. Milwaukee in the lead. Oh, and here we go. Antetokounmpo. Nobody back.
Well, nice job that time, guys, from Forbes, spotting the wide-open man and dropping it down.
Here's Simmons. Great touch.
That was special. Really like how Simmons commands the ball, especially in key moments.
Connaughton passes to Portis. Giannis inside. Defended by Thybulle. Great D that time from Howard. Harris finds Thybulle. Right side Green. Philadelphia moving the ball around. Outside Simmons. To take the lead. Basket is good. The assist from Harris. Harris has got 3 assists tonight.
Hey, when the game is tight and snug, Simmons rises to the occasion, effortlessly capitalizing when his team desperately needs him to do so.
Here's Giannis. And he just jams it right over Dwight Howard. Oh, my goodness.
You know, feeling very comfortable taking a big shot when his team needs it, that's a sign of how Antetokounmpo has matured recently.
Harris kicks to Thibault. Shot clock at 5. Here's Howard. Got it!
There's not a lot you can do when Howard is on like he is now.
And so Giannis will bring it up for the Bucks. It drops.
And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
Well, that was want to. He wanted the ball. Nobody else was taking that shot.
It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game. On the wing, Green. Antetokounmpo defending. Simmons dishes to Harris. Thibault, the pass to Howard. Oh, no good. And they commit an intentional foul. We'll see another one of those so they can get into the penalty.
Yeah, you know what? Smart foul. You got to try and extend the game.
Sure, it's not over. The clock is as much a problem for them as the score is right now, so they got to try to manage it.
And so they choose to intentionally foul. He drops the first one, and that will put them up by 2.
You know, it's said that the only thing Tucker is more obsessed with than on-court success is his sneaker game. I heard that he literally has hundreds of pairs of sneakers.
And Philadelphia calls time here. They're down by 3. 8 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. What's your take, guys?
And if you can get a 3, shoot it. Otherwise, get the quick 2 and a foul.
Either way, they got to score the ball.
And now we present our New Balance player of the game, Giannis Antetokounmpo.
And he's up over 50% from the field here tonight. And that speaks to how solid his shot selection has been. Nothing forced and really no bad decisions. Just good, smart, offensive basketball.
And an intentional foul there stops the clock. Good on the first, and that gives them a 4-point cushion.
And, you know, really, when you look at Antetokounmpo, he's got it all. I mean, he can score it, rebound it, he passes it pretty well, defends with intensity, and he's really versatile and going to continue to get better because of his work ethic.
And the 76ers call time here. They're trailing by 5. Just 4 seconds left in the game. Guys, what do you think?
And I don't think they'll be able to climb out of this hole.
You know, maybe working on their 60-second drill, even if it doesn't pay off tonight, maybe for the future.
And it's out of bounds. The 76ers able to retain possession here. Here's Curry with the 3. So it's Milwaukee picking up the win. Probably. Thank you, David. Great interview once again. Thank you for joining. And in the locker room, each guy has been going over and through his own routine to get ready. But once they take the floor, and we've got a quick moment now to take a look at the long-term rebounding numbers over several seasons for DeAndre Jordan.
We've seen him regress as a rebounder these past few seasons. His numbers have come down in that department, and I'd like to see him concentrate on bringing them back up. I'm sure the team would as well. You can never have enough rebounding.
Now a look at Philadelphia's starting lineup. They've got Curry. Howard is out there with Harris. Then it's Green, and it's Simmons in at the point guard position. And for the Nets, Durant is out there with Harris. Then there's DeAndre Jordan. Then it's Harden, and it's Irving in at the two-guard spot. And it's Harris with the ball for Brooklyn. Here's Kate. Oh, what a dunk!
Look out below! How about the quick jump from Kevin Durant? He was impressive on that one.
And Joe Harris, the lethal shooter, he can also be a threat in the pick-and-roll game.
Yeah, Harris does a great job reading what a defense is given. He's more than just a catch-and-shoot type of player. Harris can hit shots on the move and isn't afraid to go at defenders.
Irving. Another shot. And a great move by Jordan.
It is not easy trying to keep DeAndre Jordan off the boards. His combination of length and determination so impressive.
Howard finds Curry. 76ers moving the ball around. On the wing, Green. And Irving with a clear path to the hoop, and it's in there.
We so often identify Joe Harris as strictly a shooter, but this guy, he is a tremendous passer as well.
Simmons passes to Green. Durant with the steal. Harris outside. For three. Doesn't go for him. Now the 76ers take it the other way. Their last encounter was in Philadelphia.
In the last meeting of these two teams, they were really sharp defensively, disrupting the flow of their offense and causing a ton of turnovers.
I think they took tremendous satisfaction from that performance and ended up winning going away. So is it something they'll look to repeat tonight?
They are still commanding a lot of defensive attention. Howard just keeps his head up and finds the open man.
The Nets have gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far. Irving against Curry.
Listen, he knows he should have made that shot. We'll see if they can work it back to him in that same area.
Pass to Howard. He kicks it to Simmons. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. Emphasizing the importance of a deep bench. A few teams, Doris, across the league are riddled with injuries right now.
And this is where your front office has to find a way to be successful year after year. And players over the course of the season maybe won't play for 5, 6, 7, 8 games, and then an injury opens an opportunity, and you have to have a high level of professionalism at the end of the bench to endure these moments.
This is his first trip to the line tonight.
And he's at nearly 90% from the free throw line this season, so having a terrific year.
Brooklyn making some changes. Jeff Green is checked in for Durant, and it's Luwawu Cabarrot in for Irving. Philadelphia also making some changes. Mike Scott comes in for Tobias Harris, and it's Korkmaz in for Simmons. Back to Harden, 11 feet away. Good work there as it goes.
I mean, how many spots on the floor is Harden not effective from? I'll tell you, not many.
The pass to Maxey. It's Scott on the wing. Now Milton to the right side. And Scott has it in the corner. Just 5 to shoot. The 76ers again can't hit it. And here's Griffin. He'll bring it up for Brooklyn. And Green slams it in.
And Green getting off the floor there for the dunk. Really like watching him sky up for those.
Pass to Maxey. Too long in the paint, and he's hit with a 3-second violation. 76ers have been perfect at the line so far, albeit just 2 for 2. And he shows the focus there, nails the technical.
And when he first came into the league, Blake Griffin's dunking made headlines. And while I'm sure he enjoyed that, he was also eager to show that there was more to his game.
Landry Shamet's checked in for James Harden. And the 76ers also making a change. Eibel's checked in. There's a break in the action, so let's now take a look at the teams with the highest field goal shooting percentage. The real stats, the real scores from the real NBA. Number 1, the Nets.
Are just tremendously disciplined offensively, always looking for the best possible shot. That's how they've gotten that field goal percentage to skyrocket.
Milton in the corner. Scott against Green. Scott kicks to Milton. Pass to Maxey. Drops in the layup for 2.
Well, check out that assist. That's a pair of teammates that are clearly on the same page.
The Nets have gone 5 of 8 from the field, shooting over 62%. Here's Shamet. Stolen. 2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. And he's going to get whistled for that foul, G. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
Passes it to Maxey. Here's Milton. A miss that time. Would have put him up. And there's a foul. It'll go on Shake Milton. That's his first foul. Here's Brown. 11 points for him in that last game against the Pacers in Indianapolis.
Yeah, don't forget how great he was drawing contact and getting himself to the free throw line. Picked up a ton of easy points there.
A good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. And chatting earlier with Ben Simmons, he addressed the scrutiny.
For me, it comes with...
And with social media now, Greg, blocking out the noise has become for these players even harder.
I mean, truth is, people like to criticize others. We should be celebrating what Simmons has accomplished at a very young age.
And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. And guys, what stands out to you from the Nets in this one?
Yeah, in that first period, they looked to push in transition at every opportunity.
And why wouldn't they? You see their effectiveness in the open floor. Very difficult to slow down.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter of play. So for Brooklyn now, Luwawu is out there with Green. Then there's Irving. Then there's Landry Shamet. And it's Griffin in at the 5, patrolling the paint. Maxey passes to Brantley. Clock at 4. Missed inside.
Well, we love his ability to attack the rim. He just loses a little bit of focus and misses the chipping.
Oh, Griffin in position. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
Yet another way Griffin beats you. Great body control going up over the top.
And here's Maxey. And Scott has it in the corner. The pass to Maxey. On the wing, Green. Pass to Brantley. Here's Scott. Misses the 3. Brooklyn leading by 5. Shamet finds Green. Philadelphia with the ball. Still looking for their first basket since the first quarter. This game coming after a loss against the Bucks.
Well, they made a few key shots, but missed many more. It was a rough night for them offensively.
You know what? There was a lot of standing around in that basketball game. Failing to move bodies and failing to move the basketball is a bad formula.
I know you appreciate this, Greg. So much of defense now is closing out on the three-point shooting and then protecting the rim. Consequently, pull-up jump shooters are super valuable, and there are a lot of good ones in the NBA right now.
No doubt about it. And Kevin, you know, you think about a few guys. James Harden, I mean, he shoots that step-back 3, but he's a guy that, because of his ability to utilize your inability to defend that three-pointer. Kyrie, Dame Lillard, those are some guys. Chris Paul still as good as anybody in that mid-range area. C.J. McCollum. These are guys that have really feasted and carved out a nice niche for themselves in the NBA because of that ability to take and make jump shots.
Man, I love that list. You're right on.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
To the left side wing. Inside, outside for Curry. And Harris wide open. He shoots. No good on the three.
A slight advantage for them in the rebound department, but that oftentimes is all it takes.
And a deep three from Harden. Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. Here's Curry, and that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
What I love is the confidence that Seth Curry plays with, and it has him attacking the defense. A little bit too physical there defensively.
The Nets making a switch here. Brown's checked in, and both free throws good for Curry.
An efficient night from the line. This is a guy who puts in the work, and it pays dividends.
Brown with it, and Curry picks him up defensively. Harden scanning the floor. Lets it go. It's hauled in by the 76ers.
Boy, he'll usually knock it down if he's left that wide open. Just comes up empty.
And Korkmaz, the Turkish guard, taken at the end of the first round in 2016. Spent a year overseas before joining the NBA and didn't play much early on. But last season he showed he's a starting caliber player.
And so it's Durant with it. He'll bring it up for Brooklyn. Their defense has only allowed 4 points in the quarter. Curry kicks to Harris. Three-pointer. The 76ers again can't hit it.
That's not his spot, but given the lack of defense, you'd like to see him knock that one down.
And Harden with the stuff.
You know, and with how deliberate he can be, Hart still can surprise defenders with that burst, that underrated vertical that he possesses.
To the middle. Very pretty alley-oop layup. Jordan's got the lead up to 9 now for the Nets.
No hesitation at all on the alley-oop. Saw his teammate with a path to the hoop, and bang, lobbed it right up there for him to finish.
And he was ready for it when he elevated and made the catch. Howard with the steal. Here's Harris, and slam dunk by Harris.
Yeah, such a smart offensive player. Harris in just the right spot there to finish on the break.
And Ben Simmons picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Shake Milton, he's checked in for Seth Curry. Harden with it, and it's Howard picking him up. And James Harden, good for 3. Harden's got 7.
And defensively, you gotta respect Harden's ability to drive. That just makes him exponentially more difficult to guard out at the line.
Well, what he lacks in size for a typical center, he makes up for with all that athleticism. Boy, can he elevate.
Kyrie Irving's checked in for Brooklyn. And Philadelphia also making a switch. Danny Green, he's checked in for Korkmaz. And on the way from Irving for 3.
Well, put all that size to good use. Rip it off the backboard.
Milton the pass to Harris. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
Just reliable, guys. He's just always trying to make the right play.
Now here's Brown. Pass to Jordan. Left side Harris. And so it's the Brooklyn Nets with a 6th. Thank you, David, for that interview. And we'll see you back here after the break.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. Good to see you back here on our halftime show. Brooklyn found themselves in a close game in the first. They ended the period holding on to a slim. And that'll...
Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. You gotta like what Harden has done in this game so far.
Yeah, and just look at the numbers from the first half. He has been very efficient.
I think they've taken their time. They've showed incredible patience. It's a sign of a well-coached ball club.
Getting underway in the second half. Here's the 5 for Doc Rivers. We've got Green, and Simmons is out there with Curry. Then there's Harris, and it's Howard in at the center. Outside, Green. 76ers moving the ball around. Back to Curry. Wide open look. Nice spin off the left rim and in.
Now, this is Curry's specialty. The catch and shoot, yes, sir, that's in his bag. Go ahead, Seth.
Irving against Curry. From the baseline. And that one's good, Irving. And the Nets lead by 8.
Well, it doesn't get much easier than that. Even a decent shooter is going to make that with no pressure.
And how about the slashing ability of Simmons, really creating havoc for the defense with his aggressive mentality.
Simmons against Harden. And denied. He sends it right off the glass. Harris dishes to Curry. Outside, Simmons. And there's the feed to Howard. Simmons trying to get open. Howard can't hit. Brooklyn leading by 6. Harden has a wide open look. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
Well, it hasn't been the most efficient game for this guy, but their team is fortunate to still be out in front.
And the foul on Joe Harris. That is his first foul of the game. So for the Nets, Blake Griffin, he's checked in for DeAndre Jordan. Green comes in for Kevin Durant. And Landry Shamet subbed in for Joe Harris. And the 76ers will go for a different look here. Tony Bradley's checked in for Howard. Scott comes in for Tobias Harris. Matisse Thybulle checked in for Curry. And Maxey subbed in for Simmons.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively. And you talk about the perfect veteran wing player. Danny Green's right at the top of that list. Solid defense, good shooter, and plays within himself.
Bruce Brown, he's checked in for James Harden. Korkmaz, he's checked in for Philadelphia. Shake Milton comes in for Green. Brown finds Green. Here's Griffin, guarded by Bradley. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And it's Green with the jam.
What a find by Griffin. He's a lot more skilled as a passer than he gets credit for as far as power forwards go. He has terrific vision.
Thybulle, the pass to Bradley. Now here's Milton. Back to Korkmaz. Jacks up a 3. Unable to get that one. And Brooklyn will come the other way. They've led by as much as 10. And Greg, the experiences that Danny Green has had over the course of his terrific career, it's hard to match.
I mean, he's won multiple titles in his career, done so in different places with different types of teams. He's seen it all and knows what it takes to succeed.
And so it's Irving with it, bringing it up for the Brooklyn Nets. Their defense has only allowed 6 points in the second half. The Nets making a switch here. Durant's checked in. Stolen. Now the 76ers on the break. Passes it to Korkmaz. To the paint. That one's good, and the Brooklyn lead is cut down to just 4 points with a bucket from Bradley.
Yeah, these defenders just look a bit overmatched, especially inside.
Irving surveying the floor. The 19-foot shot, and it's good off the back rim and in.
Well, Kyrie Irving has such a good sense of when his teammates are going to create an opportunity, and he puts the pass on time and on target.
And there's the call on Kyrie Irving. That's his first foul. And the 76ers making a change here. Howard's checked in. Ball's knocked loose. And it's out of bounds. And they say last touch by Griffin.
Great instincts from him to get a hand on that pass and tip it out.
And offensively, a little bit of a careless toss. You could have used a better angle on that pass.
There's the pass to Korkmaz. Clock at 6. There's 47 seconds left in the third quarter. Pass to Maxey. Dishes it to Howard. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. Harris is checked in for the Nets. Philadelphia also making some changes. Harris is checked in for Furkan Korkmaz. Curry comes in for Matisse Thybulle. And Simmons subbed in for Maxey. Here's Irving. The 15-footer. Good. Irving's got 4 points this quarter.
Well, sometimes it's about shot selection. And Kyrie Irving finds the weakness in the defense consistently.
And the shot goes down.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
On the wing, Brown. And he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim. Brown's got his first bucket of the night. Here's Simmons. He's been a factor in their offense on most nights with his scoring average at nearly 16 points a game. And that's going to do it for the third quarter. Nets lead by 8. And we'll have the start of a fourth quarter for you as soon as we get back from this short break. And let's take this opportunity now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And definitely deserving of the prize tonight. How about the read he made here? Looking like a point guard with the pass right on the money.
He's got the size to survey over the top of the defense and find the open man. That was beautiful.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. We've got DeAndre Jordan down out there with Harden. Then it's Joe Harris. And it's Durant in at the 4 slot. So that's the Nets 5.
The 2018 Rookie of the Year. Simmons' NBA career got off to a great start, and he's only continued to improve.
Harris outside. And the 3 off target.
Solid rebound there, and with a score like it is, that's an area where they can't afford to get lazy.
Well, Kevin Durant not about to settle for any low percentage shot. My goodness, with authority.
It's good.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Nets leading by 6. Harden outside. Jordan. And DeAndre Jordan throws it down.
Well, we've seen that a time or two from Mr. DeAndre Jordan. Nice, easy finish with that dunk.
Green passes to Howard. And Jordan sends it back. And it's out of bounds. The 76ers able to retain possession here. Nets on defense. Harden with it. Out guarded by Simmons. And Brooklyn has possession. They get to take on the Magic at Orlando after this one. That will be a getaway game for them, a 1-game road trip. Jordan. And it's Jordan with the jam.
Well, this is often how DeAndre Jordan gets his points in a set offense, off the roll.
Simmons passes to Howard. Out to Harris. And stolen by Jordan. And stolen by Howard. Harris dishes to Howard. Back to Harris. Down low. And it's Howard finishing it off.
Dwight Howard has made a living off of dunks. My goodness.
And it's Harden with the ball for the Brooklyn Nets. 8-point game. Game moves along. 2 minutes gone here in the fourth. Inside and stolen by Howard. Now the 76ers on the break. Harris has got the ball. Feeds to Howard. Durant with the steal. One-on-one here. Here's Harden. Nails the wide-open jump shot. Harden's got the lead up to 10 now for Brooklyn.
And the jump shot has been a dimension of this game where they've had a clear advantage.
A nice shot by Simmons.
And when Simmons is inside, forget about it. He uses his skill and smarts to take advantage.
And stolen by Simmons. And Simmons slams it in.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
At the end of the day, though, it's 2 points. Don't hang your heads. Let's get refocused and play with more patience. Well, get it inside to a quality scorer and let this guy do his thing.
On the wing, Harris. Good ball movement here by the 76ers. Now Curry shoots over Brown. That is good. And the Nets' lead is cut down now to just 6 points with that basket from Curry. The Nets have gotten every shot they've taken so far in the fourth quarter to go in. That's 5 in a row to start the quarter. Pass to Brown. Durant against Harris. To the inside. Jordan. Great D that time from Howard.
You will have to finish harder than that if you want to convert in traffic.
And there's the call on DeAndre Jordan. That'll be his second foul of the game. Kyrie Irving's checked in for Bruce Brown. The 76ers also with a sub. Shake Milton, he's checked in for Seth Curry. Harris kicks to Green. Passes it to Simmons. Knocked loose. Stolen by Harden. Lobbed up there for KD. Out to Harris. On the wing, Harris. Harden outside from past the arc. No good that time. So Philadelphia will take it the other way.
This has reached desperation time for him.
I'll tell you, you need absolute perfection on every possession. That's what it's going to take here.
Another miss by Philadelphia. And here are the Nets. 6-point lead. Releases from 15, and Irving gets it to go on the assist by Durant.
Relentless in their approach, even with the game firmly in hand.
This is a textbook example of playing the possession and not the score. This team is doing a great job continuing to execute.
And when the game is tight, Simmons rises to the occasion, effortlessly capitalizing when his team desperately needs him to.
And there's a whistle, and that's going to go on Simmons. That's foul number 2 for him. KD on the wing. And the rebound goes to Howard.
You can't look at the result of that shot. They'll take that whenever they get it.
And they should, because it's when you start turning down that kind of look that your offense can start to bog down a bit.
And passes like that demonstrate the winning mindset Simmons has. A guy that wants to get his team involved. He had to foul, and on that occasion to stop the clock. That's the enemy in this situation.
So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 5-point game.
You've got to figure those are the free throws that officially put this game out of reach.
And the 76ers call time here. They're behind by 5. Just 2 seconds left in the fourth quarter. What do you think, guys?
And I'm sure the coach is telling them it ain't over till it's over. Yeah, but I don't know.
And now, let's present our New Balance player of the game, DeAndre Jordan.
And his percentage from the field tonight seems almost made up. I didn't think it.
All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. Well, folks, that's good. It has been trending for him.
And looking at his offensive numbers from the past few years, it seems like teams around the league have kind of figured him out. He's having to work a lot harder for his points, and they haven't been coming nearly as easily as they used to.
So the next starting five. Harden out there with Kyrie Irving. And it's Durant. Then there's Harris. And it's Jordan in at the 5, roaming the paint. And for the Bucks, Giannis is the 4 with Lopez the 5. Dante DiVincenzo, who's out there with Holiday, and it's Middleton in at the small forward position. Now here is Holiday, following the shot by Kevin Durant, and the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo. Lots of speed and athleticism on the floor tonight, Brent. What do you think could determine the outcome?
Well, if guys are going to play fast, Kevin, and guys are going to be up in the air, it's going to come down to very solid decision-making to see who it is that separates themselves in this one.
Plenty of daylight on that shot.
And Kyrie doing a good job of just setting everybody up, making sure there's a great pace and tempo to each possession offensively.
Giannis passes to Lopez. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
Just a much smaller defender on him. He does the exact thing at the right moment, goes straight to the rim.
Stolen by Holiday. In the corner, it's DiVincenzo. That 3 off the mark. Brooklyn with the ball. Last time they met was in Brooklyn.
Yeah, I felt like they attacked, but with a purpose. They knew what they wanted to accomplish coming in.
Yeah, and talking with the coaching staff, they said in that game they did a great job of not settling. Keep working the ball around, finding the best look. Let's see if they can keep that up.
Middleton finds Holiday. Good on the bucket.
That's confident shooting there from Drew Holiday. Got his coaches and teammates saying, yes, take that one.
Harden scanning the floor. The feed now to Jordan. Durant with a wide open look. From outside, off the mark. The Bucks, they won their last contest, that game against Philadelphia.
Yeah, they really snuffed that one out. Didn't execute all that well. Fortunate to walk away with the W.
And we talk about gutsy wins, and on a night like that in the last game where they just did not shoot it well, that's a steal during a regular season.
And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. It goes on Chris Middleton.
And the southpaw stroke of Harden is just beautiful to watch. When he's cooking, he's one of the more lethal scorers in our league.
At this point, you might as well go ahead and chalk up the points when he's at the free throw line. Pretty much automatic.
Pass to DiVincenzo. Bucks passing it around. Here's Giannis. Shooting foul. And, yep, we thought we might see it. And the coach's challenge has been triggered on the personal foul call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replay, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Middleton right now staying aware of where his teammates are and hitting them when they're open.
On the wing, Harden. Antetokounmpo defending. Shot from 16. And it's Green. Missing.
So weird. Sometimes when you get that much time, it can throw you off just as much as having no time.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Now here is Holiday. He's coming off a 19-point game against the 76ers in Philadelphia. Middleton right side. Over in the corner, Antetokounmpo. 4 on the shot clock. And Antetokounmpo swings it in.
As Giannis has grown in his physical stature, widening those shoulders, having more strength, these are the kind of plays that make all that hard work pay off.
And last season, Giannis Antetokounmpo welcoming his first child into the world.
And maybe now an MVP at home as a most valuable papa. The mother of his son was a volleyball player in her day. So you got to think, as this kid grows up, maybe the recruits are sending letters already.
Here's Middleton following the bucket by the Nets.
And that's his second foul already, and that's going to force him to tone down his aggression defensively.
He's gone 2 for 2 at the line so far.
And guys, you might remember that he was not at his best from the foul line in their last outing.
Nets trail by 4. Irving. And the rejection by Giannis. It's Antetokounmpo on the wing. It's hauled in by Harris. The Nets have gotten 3 of 8 shots to fall for them here in the first quarter. And a wide open look for Irving. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Antetokounmpo. And the Bucks with some changes. Bobby Portis is checked in for Chris Middleton. Pat Connaughton comes in for Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Bryn Forbes in for Drew Holiday. The Nets also changing it up. Luwawu is checked in for Harris. Bruce Brown comes in for Kyrie Irving. And Landry Shamet subbed in for James Harden. Now here's Antetokounmpo. He gets that one.
That reach is just ridiculous. Giannis easily beating everybody to the ball and then sends it back.
Shamet kicks to Green. Let's keep it alive. The kick out to Brown. There's the triple. Traps in the tray.
Nice delivery there. You can't hesitate when a man comes free on the perimeter. He got it, went right into the shot.
Launches a three, and that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in. Giannis Antetokounmpo, he's feeling it tonight.
Show up. Far as what I'm doing.
And getting going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. When you consider how the Bucks are doing, what do you guys think?
Well, their effort on the defensive end has set the tone for this game.
Yeah, defense has been infectious here as everybody stepping up aggressively on that end.
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor. All fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. And Milwaukee looking at who they've got. PJ Tucker is out there with Bobby Portis. And it's Forbes in at the point guard position. We know how important the draft is, Greg. It can shape an organization. Talk about some of the best draft day deals of the last couple decades. There have been a lot of them.
Oh, there have been a few. I mean, just coming to mind here recently. How about when Kawhi was traded to the Spurs? That was a huge get. Go back
George
to how
Hill.
about Kobe going to the Lakers? Mikal and Parrish coming to the Celtics. I mean, we've seen that happen quite a bit, and I tell you what, boy, it can really transform a franchise's future.
And it's Shamet missing. Bucks leading by 3. Connaughton passes to Tucker. The Bucks working the ball around. Antetokounmpo kicks to Forbes. Here's Connaughton, bangs home the trifecta. Connaughton's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game.
No way he's going to pass that shot up. The D is way too far back and relaxed in getting out on him.
Knocks it loose. Outside Portis. Here's Forbes. The rebound by the Nets. They defeated Indiana in their last game.
Well, you look at the points they produced in that game. Great adjustments on the offensive end.
Yeah, it never stopped working. One of those games where just everybody was making shots, continual flow, and a very professional win.
Here's Connaughton. Looking at his numbers, he's averaging about 6.5 points a game. Forbes dishes to Tucker. Back to Forbes. 5 to shoot. A three-pointer, no good. Nets trail by 4. Over in the corner, Brown. The pass to Shamet. And here is Durant. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game.
Such a great threat in the post, especially on smaller defenders. He can just see the rim from anywhere.
Here is Forbes. Back to Connaughton. To the paint. Antetokounmpo kicks it to Tucker. Those 3-pointers off the mark. The Nets have gone 2 of 3 from the field here to open the second quarter. And then Durant with the jam.
That's a big-time finish. KD dunking all over the defense.
Here is Forbes. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 9.5 points a game. Down low. Over in the corner, Portis. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. And the Bucks lead by 3.
With this lead, they're playing confidently, showing a quick trigger from beyond.
Passes it to Shamet. He kicks to Durant. Up and in on the layup. Durant's got 6 here in this quarter.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Forbes the pass to Connaughton. Now here's Portis. The dish to Forbes. To the left wing. And Tucker kicks to Antetokounmpo. Connaughton. And out of bounds as Brooklyn gains possession. A platoon swap here for Milwaukee. And a switch here for Brooklyn. James Harden. He's checked in for Landry Shamet. Harden outside. No luck that time on the shot that would have put them on top.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical.
And here's the fan. Wow!
And we have a lot of great jumpers in the league, but DJ makes a statement every time. Elbows above the rim that time.
And the foul on Harden. That'll be his second foul of the game.
And that's foul number 2. Maybe you don't sit him at this point, but you really have to be careful to not pick up another beforehand.
The Nets making a switch here. Griffin's checked in for DeAndre Jordan. Green comes in for Kevin Durant. Joe Harris is checked in for Luwawu Cabarro, and Irving subbed in for Brown. Green kicks to Harden. In the corner, it's Harris. Griffin trying to get open, and Harris gets it to go on the assist by Harden. Harris has got the lead up to 2 now for the Nets. 3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. Outside Holiday. Irving with the steal. Oh, and a fast break for the Nets. Kicks it out to Harden for the 3. And again, Brooklyn with the triple.
Yeah, and their shooting really starting to pick up here in the second.
12 seconds left in the first half of basketball. Here's Giannis, and that one is good. Giannis has got 4 points now in the quarter.
It's a huge night for Giannis Antetokounmpo at the offensive end of the floor. That length and athleticism just proving to be too much for any defensive scheme.
And that's it for the first half of action in what's been a very close game here. Brooklyn ahead.
Kevin, thanks. KD, you're running and gunning out there. How much fun it...
Thank you, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of action following halftime.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. Good to see. Brooklyn found themselves in a close game in the first. Their biggest deficit was 6 points. And that's...
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. You look at Antetokounmpo in this one, he's been everywhere.
Yeah, and through the first 2 quarters, he has been the offense for this team.
Yeah, he's shouldering the load right now and looking really comfortable while he's doing it.
And Brooklyn, looking who they've got. We've got DeAndre Jordan. Harris is out there with Durant. Then it's Harden, and it's Irving in at the 2 spot. Middleton can't get it to go. Brooklyn leading by 3. And that one's good, Irving. Irving's got the first basket of the second half. That one for the Nets. Holiday against Durant. And the dunk by Lopez.
An outstanding floor general right there. Holiday has switched between point guard and off guard. And a great feel for when guys are open.
Giannis outside. And there's the call on Durant. That's his first foul. Nets on defense. It's a 3-point game. Giannis passes to Lopez. Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. Here's Connaughton. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. Great talkers over the years, trash talkers on the floor in this league. Do you think they do it more to get themselves going, Greg, or do they do it with the purpose of getting under their opponent's skin?
And Kevin, that's a great question, and believe it or not, you see both. I've seen guys who do it to get under your skin, but I've also seen guys that do it for their own benefit. That's how they derive their confidence, and so it's about you figuring out what works for you. I've seen some guys, they don't say smack. They don't say a word during the course of the game, but they will cut your heart out. So it's just about what fits your personality in terms of making you play your best.
Well, I'm glad you don't trash talk here on 2K, Greg. I'll tell you that right now.
No, we don't do that.
5 on the clock. It's Harden with the drive. Oh, and James Harden throws it down hard.
And this is how a floor leader makes a statement. Harden just put the other team on notice.
Middleton against Harris with a tie. No good from Connaughton.
He's not the guy that you want to give a wide open look from 3-point range. They're lucky that that one doesn't cost them.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
Outside Holiday. Antetokounmpo trying to break loose.
If there's one end of the floor that DJ takes seriously, it's the defensive end, and he loves to get up and reject those shots.
Traditionally, that's how you want to finish the break, right at the rim.
Yeah, anything other than a layup in that situation, probably disappointing. Had numbers, took advantage.
Here's Harden. Back to Jordan. Holiday with the block.
Now get that out of there. That's all timing right there. Drew Holiday continuing hustle play.
KD looking around. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. Antetokounmpo. That's a two-pointer. And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
And didn't do anything fancy there, but didn't need to.
Nope. His only concern right now is getting the points on the board. And I don't mean style points. And the foul on Drew Holiday. That is his first foul of the game. P.J. Tucker, he's checked in for Milwaukee. Bryn Forbes comes in for Pat Connaughton. And the Nets making a change here as well. Blake Griffin, he's checked in for Jordan. An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg, I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
Dante DiVincenzo, he's checked in for Drew Holiday. Green, he's checked in for the Nets. Bruce Brown comes in for James Harden. Irving feeds it to Griffin. He can't get that one.
I'm not going to see that very often. The defense in the vicinity, but still, he's not one to blow layups.
Middleton dishes to Forbes. For the tie, it's hauled in by Brown.
And even without that three-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Bucks trail by 3. Pass to Middleton. Fires from deep. Hits it from three-point range. Middleton's got himself on the board with 3 there.
A long shot for sure, but Middleton fully capable from that kind of range.
Irving passes to Griffin. 1:06 left in the third quarter. Out to Harris. Takes the 3. And again, no good by Brooklyn. And so it's Middleton with it. He brings it up for the Milwaukee Bucks. They host the Spurs after this one.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
It's his first trip to the line.
And when he's gotten himself to the line this season, he's come through right around 74% of the time.
And the Bucks making a change here. Antetokounmpo's checked in. Brown outside. In the corner, it's Harris. Brown kicks to Irving. And again, no good by Brooklyn.
Well, if he wants to make the defense work, he's got to start knocking down the threes. Only one so far in this game for him, and none since halftime.
Here is Forbes. He's covered by Brown. Kept alive. Out to the right wing. Launches it. Tips it. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. Lopez has got 6 here in this quarter.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
Timeout called, the Nets.
And doesn't like how things are going right now.
The timeout before the timeout here, maybe just to cut off the momentum and have a chit-chat with the team to settle down.
.17 seconds left to play in the third. Outside Irving. In the corner, it's Harris. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist. Irving's got his 6th assist on the night.
And in getting that 3 to go, he snaps an 11-0 run by the Bucks.
3 quarters of play in a close game here. Milwaukee on top, up by 1. And now let's go back to a play from earlier as we show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them And what a beautiful feed.
The coaches talk about it all the time, but to be able to play with that kind of feel, nice play, collaborating, improvising, and organic.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far, with this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. We've got Antetokounmpo. Portis is out there with P.J. Tucker. Then there's Dante DiVincenzo, and it's Forbes in at the shooting guard. That's the group for Milwaukee right now. DiVincenzo passes to Tucker. Forbes. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own. And the Bucks lead by 1. Antetokounmpo against Irving. Deflects the pass. And stolen by DiVincenzo. The shot by Antetokounmpo. Nobody around. A three-pointer off the mark. And the net shooting with confidence. 50% from the field so far. Kicks it to Forbes. Plenty of space. Rebound, Brooklyn.
Kind of rare to see any player have this much of a struggle from the field. To still have the lead shows how resilient they are as a complete team.
A different look for Milwaukee. Giannis, he's checked in for Antetokounmpo. Chris Middleton comes in for Bryn Forbes. And it's Drew Holiday in for Dante DiVincenzo. And a switch here for Brooklyn. Harden's checked in.
That's a tough rebound if you don't have the length that he does, so the size paying off.
Here's Tucker. Green with the block. And here comes Brown, leading the fast break. Harden the pass to Harris. Kicks it out to Harden. Good D by Holiday. Milwaukee has gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. Over in the corner, Antetokounmpo. And Giannis throws it down.
And this is the effort you want to see out of your guys, win or lose.
A great example out here of just a no-quit team continuing to compete until the final buzzer.
Pass to Harris from outside the arc. Knocks down the three ball. Harris has got the game tied up here for Brooklyn.
The defense a step slow, and you can see the results.
And Tucker has it in the corner. Middleton right side. Bucks passing it around. Antetokounmpo passes to Middleton. Left side, Portis. And a great assist by Antetokounmpo as that one goes in. And the Bucks lead by 2. The Nets have gone 2 of 4 from the field since we started the final quarter of play. On the wing, Brown. A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth quarter. Harris kicks to Green. A putback. It's rebounded by Portis. It's stolen by Green. Griffin passes to Green. Harris outside. The offensive rebound. Back to Green. Brown outside. Harden the pass to Griffin. And Griffin slams it in.
Man, that's why they turned to Blake Griffin. Calm, cool, collected, and his team needed that one.
Holiday looking over the floor. In the corner, Middleton with it. Now the pass to Antetokounmpo. And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
Giannis Antetokounmpo is a star in this league, and more the team trusts him in those moments.
Timeout called, the Nets. They trail by 2. 1:35 left in the fourth. And now, let's take a look at the New Balance player of the game, Giannis Antetokounmpo.
And his percentage from the field tonight seemed almost made up. I didn't think it was possible to have that kind of success shooting the basketball. You need a little bit of luck, a bunch of hard work, and a whole lot of talent.
Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Well, I was able to listen in on what the Nets head coach was going over with his team. He knows this has been a hard-fought game. He wanted his guys to just sit down and catch their breath. He said, look, we're right in the game, guys. Let's make a little push here. Let's come out with some bite. Kevin?
There's the feed to Jordan. Comes up empty down low. And it's Antetokounmpo with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Milwaukee Bucks. They lead by 1.
Big-time shot from young Giannis there. He feels more and more comfortable in these big moments.
Irving kicks to Harden. And that one is off. So Milwaukee will take it the other way. And there's the call on Kyrie Irving. That's his 4th foul of the contest. Outside, Antetokounmpo. A 3 for DiVincenzo. And a great assist by Antetokounmpo as that one goes in.
He's going to punish you if you leave him open. He's more than willing to take the open 3 when he's got it.
Taken away by Holiday. And it's the Bucks on the break. Holiday with the ball. Antetokounmpo gets to Giannis. That one's no good. Takes him to 10 for 15 for the game.
No time to waste on this possession.
Time is not on their side right now. They're aware. And how about the poise from Kyrie Irving? These are the moments he lives for.
Antetokounmpo with the ball. And he cannot get the first one to drop. Tough one to miss. He's able to hit the second one, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. And so it's Brooklyn with it. Harden outside. Irving for 3. No good there. Outside Holiday. It's off. And so it's the Bucks who come out on top here. All right, David, thank you. And that about wraps it up for
25. Count it.
Candace Parker was the #1 overall WNBA draft pick back in 2008, and since then, she's been blazing trails and inspiring young women.
Check out the fashion style of the Bucks as they enter the building. And taking a broader look here at the year-over-year scoring trend for him.
And looking at his offensive numbers from the past few years, it seems like teams around the league have kind of figured him out. He's having to work a lot harder for his points, and they haven't been coming nearly as easily as they used to.
Now, the starting group for the Milwaukee Bucks. Middleton and Giannis are the forward tandem. Holiday out there with Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Lopez in at the center position. And for Philadelphia, Howard is out there with Harris. And it's Green. Then there's Ben Simmons. And it's Curry in at the shooting guard. And so it's the 76ers getting on the board first. Middleton for three. It doesn't go for him. Now the 76ers on the break. Curry leading the charge. And the rejection by Giannis. The tray hits the three-point bomb. Two of the NBA's elite teams meeting up here tonight, Chris. A lot of people think they'll see each other in the playoffs. That adds an element of intrigue in this one.
You're right, Kevin. Absolutely right. I mean, you know these teams have the big picture in mind. They're thinking about that potential playoff matchup down the road.
And here is Harris, following the three-pointer by Antetokounmpo. Misses that one. He's 0 for 1 from the floor. Milwaukee's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. The Bucks working the ball around. Kicks it down to Middleton. Just 5 to shoot. Shot, high post. That one, no good. So Philadelphia will take it the other way. This game coming after a loss against the Bucks.
I'll tell you, they played hard, they drew fouls, but they could not convert at the line.
You can't leave empty points at the line. Those are gimmies, no excuses.
Here's DiVincenzo after the Sixers pick up 2. Shoots it. And the rebound goes to Howard.
They've missed 3 of their first 4 shots, having a little trouble finding their legs.
Yep, that one goes in there.
Did you see the no-look pass by Harris right there? I mean, he's a wing that knows how to move the ball.
Outside Holiday. Inside, here's Lopez. Kicks it down to Middleton. To the middle. Outside, Antetokounmpo. Out of bounds, it'll be 76ers ball. And some changes here for the 76ers. Bradley comes in for Dwight Howard. And it's Shake Milton in for Seth Curry. Simmons against Holiday. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
And everyone wants Simmons to add a consistent outside jump shot. But while that's a work in progress, he does just fine at the rim. An incredibly adept finisher up close.
And C-Webb, as you said with Simmons, when he's going at the rim, he's as good as it gets.
Oh, yeah, G.A. Great blend of size, speed, and strength. He controls his body to create space. He can lay it up from unorthodox angles with ease.
Here's what Philadelphia's going with right now. Mike Scott comes in for Harris. And Maxey subbed in for Green. And here's Maxey following the three-pointer by Chris Middleton. And in this first quarter, about 3 minutes played. DiVincenzo finds Tucker. The shot by Antetokounmpo. Nobody around. And a miss there on the triple. Here's Milton. Outside, Simmons. It's Scott on the wing. The jump hook. No good from Simmons. The Bucks trail. And now the fast break. Middleton with the ball. Feeds to Tucker. It's stolen by Bradley. And now Philadelphia. Wow, hammering it in.
How can you not love Simmons? I mean, some of the dunks he pulls off are insane.
Holiday, the pass to DiVincenzo. He kicks to Antetokounmpo. Here's Tucker. Launches a 3. And it's Bradley with the rebound. Milton in the corner. Simmons left side. Stolen by Middleton. And up the court come the Bucks on the break. Holiday is running. And the dunk by Giannis.
And one of the most athletic players in the league. Giannis makes those alley-oop jams look easy.
Now, here's Maxey, guarded by Holiday. Pass to Milton. Back to Bradley. Shot clock at 5. Milwaukee with the rebound. Their last encounter was in Philadelphia, where they were able to handle the 76ers.
And they had to scrape and claw to get the win the last time these two teams went head-to-head. It came down to a few key free throws at the end.
And Simmons kicks to Milton. The drive by Simmons. And Simmons slams it in.
Look at that burst of speed. Look how well Simmons used that to get to the lane he wanted to get to the rim. You're going to pay for it.
And Antetokounmpo with the basket on the assist by Holiday. Antetokounmpo's got his third basket of the night. And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. 76ers lead by 2. Live from Philadelphia, you're watching 2. And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second. And guys, what's your take so far on Philadelphia?
You got to credit their defense, communicating, rotating, making plays on the ball.
Well, no question. It's been stifling thus far, preventing that offense from establishing any kind of rhythm.
And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. Taking a look at the 76ers. Actually out there with Matisse Thybulle. Then there's Howard. Then there's Harris. And it's Korkmaz in at the 3 spot.
And that move has become second nature for Giannis. Once he establishes position, game over.
Over to the wing. Now, here's Maxey. T right on him. Banked in off the glass.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
Connaughton kicks to Middleton. And trying for the go-ahead basket. It doesn't go in. And it's Brook Lopez with the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game. Curry's checked in for Maxey. P.J. Tucker, he's checked in for Milwaukee. Offline with his 3.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Well, you don't see that very often. A wide open 3 is usually like a layup for him.
Here's Howard. Hits the layup after the sweet pump fake to freeze the D. Howard's got 6 points.
I love the energy Howard plays with. It feels like no one can contain him on the way up.
And there's the call on Matisse Thybulle. That's his first foul. And the 76ers making a change here. Green's checked in. Wasted no time on that one. Connaughton's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball.
And last season, P.J. Tucker signing a 6-figure sneaker deal with Nike, maybe helping to offset how much he spent on shoes over the years.
Yeah, G.A., the most renowned sneakerhead in this league. He owns thousands of pairs, and you don't even see him change sets in the middle of a game.
Flattening the lottery odds, Greg. Do you think that's worked out as intended?
You don't hear as many predictions about who's going to get the 1 pick or the 2nd pick. I think that's good for the players and the fans. You don't want anyone rooting for you to lose.
No, absolutely not. And there's the foul. Will go on P.J. Tucker. That's his first foul. The 76ers leading by 3. On the wing, Green. Lopez with the steal. Here is Forbes. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Here's Connaughton. And the layup falls.
He'll take advantage of that kind of soft defense every time. Just give him a chance to attack the basket, and he will.
Outside Curry. They kick it out to Green. Another miss by Philadelphia. Milwaukee has gone 1 of 4 from 3-point range in the second. Not a whole lot dropping out there for them. Back to Connaughton. Antetokounmpo trying to break loose. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Antetokounmpo.
That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
Tony Bradley's checked in for the 76ers. The Bucks also with the sub. Antetokounmpo's checked in for Giannis Antetokounmpo. Harris dishes to Bradley. Back to Harris. Down low. And he jams it with authority.
Those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
And rightfully so. Also, how lackluster was the defense right there with the score this tight?
It's stolen by Curry. One-on-one here. Passes to Green. 1:31 left in the second quarter. And it's sent back by Lopez.
Having to be careful around Lopez, he's solid at timing when he leap up to block shots.
Some changes for Philadelphia. Scotty's checked in for Tobias Harris. Shake Milton comes in for Matisse Thybulle. And Simmons subbed in for Curry. Bobby Portis is checked in for the Bucks. Holiday comes in for Bryn Forbes. Here's Connaughton, and it's thrown down hard with both hands.
Savvy play from Holiday. Quick thinking helps him get the ball to the wide open man.
The drive by Simmons. Open and close and nails it. Simmons got 8 points.
And that's not nearly the kind of defense that's going to prevent a player of his ability from scoring.
Pass to Connaughton, and stolen by Simmons. Oh, the lob for Simmons. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
That's all you have to do. Throw it in Simmons' general direction. He'll take care of the rest.
And there's a foul. He'll go on Shake Milton. That's his first foul. Some changes for Philadelphia. Howard's checked in for Brantley. And Maxey subbed in for Green. The Bucks also with the sub. DiVincenzo's checked in. The wide open look here for Holiday. Rebounded by Howard. Philadelphia leading by 5. Simmons passes to Maxey. 24 seconds left in the first half of the game. Here's Simmons. Howard trying to free himself up. Second chance shot. Right side Simmons. Rebound Milwaukee. They're coming off that win against Philadelphia.
Yeah, and that one, they caused a lot of misfires with their intensity on the defensive end.
They played with energy and communicated well. It made things difficult out there.
And a close game so far. All right, thank you, David. And folks, don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Greetings. For the 76ers, the first quarter was pretty even. And this talented 76... And that should...
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. Ben Simmons really making a difference here.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
Yeah, slicing through the gaps in the defense. I mean, getting many of his buckets in the paint.
Bucks trail by 5. And on the floor for Mike Budenholzer starting the second half. Giannis is the 4 with Lopez the 5. Then it's Holiday. Then there's Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Forbes in at the 2.
No trespassing. Howard controlling the defense.
Shot clock at 3. Lopez finds Antetokounmpo. Again, Giannis missing. And here's Green. He'll bring it up for the Philadelphia 76ers. 5-point lead, the biggest of the game.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
And how about then not settling? I mean, instead of being lazy with the shot selection, they go right to the rim.
And Seth Curry is going to pick up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Here's Giannis. He's got 9. And Holiday kicks to Giannis. It's stolen by Harris.
That's going to be an easy bucket if he doesn't get his hand to that pass. Well defended.
Simmons dishes to Howard. Curry outside. Rebounded by the Bucks. Giannis has got his 4th rebound in this one. Goes up, and Antetokounmpo slams it in.
It's just hard to match up with Antetokounmpo's speed, especially in the open floor.
Taken away by Holiday. Antetokounmpo inside. Simmons is there. Giannis no good.
It's still early, but a 1-for-4 start to the half, that's a bad sign if you ask me. They've got a can't-miss play. Now's the time to break the glass and pull it out.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
Korkmaz checked in for Philadelphia. Matisse Thybulle comes in for Curry. Chris Middleton's checked in for Milwaukee. That's good from Simmons. You know, Greg, you'd probably know as well as anyone, what was it like going up against the Bulls in the 90s?
You know, it's weird to say, but in a lot of ways, we were a lot like they were. Hall of Fame talent at the coach, a defensive-minded team, but the one difference was, you know, the Bulls had that guy that wore that number 23. I think I'd say that might have been the one difference.
Bobby Portis is checked in for the Bucks. Antetokounmpo comes in for Giannis Antetokounmpo. To the inside, Korkmaz, and he slams it one-handed.
Great feed. Simmons, the passing skills of a point. At 6'10", he can see the whole court.
The kick out to Antetokounmpo. Milwaukee, no good that time either.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
Look from Holiday. It's hauled in by the 76ers. Howard's got rebound number 8 now on the night. A little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the third. Back to Thibault. To the paint. They kick it out to Green. 6 to shoot. Shoots. Korkmaz, no good.
Oh, their movement is good, and they get the ball into the right hand. Now, usually he drops those in between jumpers.
Oh, a nifty finisher. You didn't think Holiday would back down inside, did you?
And the 76ers will go for a different look here. Bradley's checked in for Howard. Scott comes in for Danny Green. Shake Milton, he's checked in for Matisse Thybulle. And Maxi's subbed in for Simmons. The 76ers leading by 7. Here's Korkmaz. Looking at his numbers, he averages a bit over 9 points a game. And there's the pass to Maxey. Stolen by Holiday. Pushing it up. Here's the lob. Antetokounmpo up high to stuff the alley-oop.
I tell you what, they won't be down for long if they can get some more early offense like that.
Inside. Good ball movement here by the 76ers. Here's Maxey. And stolen by DiVincenzo. Ahead. The kick out to Holiday. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Tyrese Maxey. That is his first foul of the game. Harris is checked in for Mike Scott. The Bucks also with the sub. Tucker's checked in.
Still plenty of time for him to contribute in this game, but it's a tough stretch he's going through.
Here's Harris. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
It's been absolutely amazing to watch Harris mature. I mean, physically, he can handle the pound.
1:11 left to play in the third. The kick out to Antetokounmpo. Good, and the assist goes to Middleton. Antetokounmpo's got 5 points now this quarter.
Well, he's not going to get an easier look than that. Don't need to double team him, but you can't leave him all alone.
They're getting on a roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from the paint.
Right wing. Here's Tucker. No good from outside. And so it's Harris who will bring it up for the Philadelphia 76ers. They've led by as much as 10. Now, here's Maxey. Antetokounmpo defending. Just 5 on the clock. Second shot opportunity. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Maxey passes to Brantley. Stolen by Middleton. Now the Bucks moving it up, pushing it up. Rejected by Harris.
Oh, he's known for his offense more than defense. Harris plays with the high motor, and he likes to make plays.
And the layup is good. Harris has got his 3rd bucket of the night.
A one-man show offensively, and that's almost always good news for his team.
And so it's the Philadelphia 76ers in the driver's seat, up 8 points. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, and I like the fact we get to see this pass one more time. A magnificent feed, and you love to see your off guard taking over the playmaking duties with this much skill.
Well, I like that he didn't make his decision too early. You know, he let the play develop. That's how you do it. Finds the weakness in that defense.
4th quarter of action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. They've got Seth Curry. Tobias Harris is out there with Howard. Then there's Maxey. And it's Milton in at the small forward. That's the group in the game for the 76ers. Pass to Curry. Fires for 3. And no good that time. The Bucks go the other way with it.
He's done a lot of the little things to help put them in front. I mean, but his offense has not been there for him tonight.
And I tell you, Antetokounmpo has evolved into one of the better passing forwards in our league. And when the defense is focused on you that much, you need to be able.
And folks, the coach's challenge has been initiated for a personal foul. Close game like this, and he thought it wasn't a good call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
And the free throw no good, but they'll get the ball back here.
I mean, look, every year Harris looks more confident. He goes through stretches where he can dominate.
We've played just over 1 minute here in the fourth quarter. Here's Howard outside for Curry. The 76ers again can't hit it.
Frozen. Guys just ice cold, unable to contribute offensively.
Pass to Antetokounmpo. Good for basket number 7 tonight on a not-so-unlucky 13 shots.
And we talk about Antetokounmpo's all-around skills, and tonight it's been about the scoring. He's put this offense on his back. Oh, an aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think. Now the Bucks moving it up. Here's Middleton, and a lot of contact on that one. And here we go with the coach's challenge. Not surprised in a competitive game like this. And he's disputing the personal foul call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They have decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
From the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Well, during the break, I listened in on Doc Rivers talking to the team. He said, keep grinding. We're in good shape. Things aren't always going to go perfectly. Don't let that slow you down. Let's just stick to what got us here. Kevin, we'll see if they can build on this lead.
Thank you, David.
Man, when the ball's in his hands, that's as high percentage as it gets. It's just a fluke miss.
And another turnover here by Philadelphia.
I mean, come on, fellas. Keep your head in the game. I mean, that pass should have been basic.
The Bucks have gone 3 of 4 in field goal attempts since getting things started here in the fourth. And it's Antetokounmpo penetrating. The game now all-time. Giannis has got 6 points in the quarter.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
It's tipped. And so it looks like the 76ers will retain possession here.
And he made the right read on that play, but just couldn't secure the steal.
Man, you can tell he feels he should have had it still. The hustle was impressive.
Matisse Thybulle checked in for Curry.
Easy to see why Simmons is on the floor. He's terrific at capitalizing doing important parts of the game.
Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. Here's Giannis. Count it. And with that basket, he's now 9 of 15 from the floor.
And you want him taking big shots for you in big moments. That one was as easy as it gets.
Coach trusts him to make winning plays down the stretch. I mean, because he's shown that ability time and time and time again.
Green finds Harris. Here's Thybulle. Good. And Harris gets the assist. Harris has got 5 assists in the game. It's tipped. Oh, and here we go with Simmons. Nobody back. And Simmons slams it in.
Oh, quick hands of Simmons. He's great at realizing when to risk going after steal.
Here's Antetokounmpo, and he says right back at you with a big dunk of his own.
Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball. Pass to Green. On the wing, Harris. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. Bucks trail by 3. Middleton outside. It's Antetokounmpo on the wing. And he converts the layup. And it's now 23 points for Giannis.
And a big-time playmaker. When the game is up for grabs, give the rock to Giannis.
Over in the corner, Green. The pass to Howard. Outside for Simmons.
And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
That's why they put the ball in his hand. They know they can count on him to make crucial shots.
Holiday with the 3. It's good. And oh, that was an enormous 3-pointer.
With experience, skill, and ability, Holiday makes for the perfect go-to scoring option.
Simmons dishes to Howard. Harris kicks to Thibault. Simmons on the wing. Back to Green. To the middle. It's thrown by Antetokounmpo. Got a piece of it. And stolen by Simmons. Here's Howard. Yes!
He is so experienced in these situations. I love seeing Howard welcome the chance to be the hero.
This isn't a done deal yet, but they have got to move quick.
Oh, you're right. Time is of the essence. You got to move.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
And the 76ers making a change here. Milton's checked in. 23 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. It's tipped, and so the ball's out of bounds. Middleton touched it last.
I don't think that was a pass he should make. Too many things can go wrong. I mean, they're lucky to keep possession.
20 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. On the wing, Harris. On the wing, Green. Pass to Milton. On the wing, Harris. Outside, Simmons. Green passes to Simmons. On the wing, Harris. On the wing, Green. From deep three-point range, no good. So it's the 76ers taking the win. And thank you, David. Great interview once again. Thank you for joining us.